And we are living large.
Live. Cool.
Live.
Hello, and welcome to the Merchants of Mischief. I am your friendly Dungeon Master, Puck. And joining me are my lovely players, who I will introduce in no particular order. Starting with Baz the Puncher. Puncher of many things. And, of course, Kashano the Quick, joining us once again. Gilbetta Fackin Knot.
It never stops being funny.
And back again this week is Vel Finefoot. When last we left our heroes, they had foiled a camp with the aid of a local druid. Foiled a war camp, disrupted everything, met an unusual fiery figure that remained unnamed, and a couple rowdy giants. But in the end, they were successful, and they disrupted what would have been a rather heavy attack on green fields, or golden fields, green fields. And on their way home, their Nesta returned to the Druid Enclave, and everyone else returned to Cookie's Crab Shack. You guys arrived late at night. Zavel, you spent the day just kind of like hanging out at Cookie's. You slept in, and everybody's like, "Oh, Zavel's got to sleep in. He's probably had a hard day."
Tommy's been giving Zavel a run for his money.
Yeah. That's consistent for Tommy. All right. So
there's backstory to Tommy's sexual prowess. Okay.
Yeah. No. Look, we'll get into the backstory. Tommy's been alive for a long time.
I have to say, first off, when did we become merchants? I thought we were mercenaries of mischief.
Mercenaries of... Did I say merchants? Mercenaries of Mischief.
I keep doing it too, dude. I keep doing it too. Maybe we should switch it, because it seems more natural. I don't know.
We cannot switch it.
Merchants of Mischief. Because
too late now.
You're purveyors of mischief. You go out and you sell it. Can I interest you in this?
It's too late now. I already bought the Mercenaries of Mischief domain.
Right? The email and everything's set up. Like, there's no going back.
Oh, we lost Buck. Okay, he's back.
Right. I'm not smart enough to sell things.
Well, that sucks, because you're the one in charge of the money.
I know. I can count the coin. I can't sell it.
Baz, see if you can, without killing your feet, see if you can turn down your audio, your microphone a little bit, because you're peaking. So there's like a gain or a volume should be in your Skype settings under audio and video.
Is that better?
Down a little bit more.
How about that?
A little bit more?
Computer decided that it didn't want to have Skype open anymore.
Yeah, we can tell. It's okay. We're dialing in some audio too. It's a good moment.
It's great.
Okay, well, we're working it out.
Great view experience.
We need to.
Yes.
We need a technical difficulties.
No.
Thing.
Yeah. Okay, I'll put it on the list. Actually, that'd be great.
Yeah. That wasn't a joke. I wasn't kidding.
Yeah. Baz,
Right.
say your name?
Yeah.
All right. Much better. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
Beautiful. All right.
Perfect.
Sorry. Everybody on board? Everybody good?
I'm back. Everything's cool.
Zavel, do we have your audio?
Yeah.
You should be able to hear me, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, sorry. There's just a little bit of lag. Okay, cool. No, I think we're good.
All right. Excellent.
Okay.
I look super dark still, but that's okay. I'll work with it.
No, you look fine now.
Okay,
You
good.
came back.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
All right. So when last we left our heroes, You guys, it was way hours of the night by the time you returned to Cookie's Crab Shack. So how does this unfold for everyone? Paint me a picture. You guys arrive back on your little mule-driven cart that you pulled out of the woods. Nesta departs in her hawk form to return home.
I have to interrupt again, sorry, because a thing just happened. We just got our first fucking cheer from Code Manic!
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you, Code Manic.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Right?
Fuck yeah, things and stuff.
Fuck yeah, things and stuff. Things are happening.
Can
Thank
that
you very
be our
much.
official, like, thank you, fuck yeah, things and stuff?
Yeah. But this should be like a.
Oh, yeah, things and stuff.
This should be a single button. Thank you,
It's,
fuck yeah. Things and
you know.
We can
Thank
do
you.
that. I can
Fuck
make
yeah,
that a
things and
gift.
stuff.
But anyways,
Hey, thank you so much, Code Manic. Hey, I stopped by Code Manic's stream the other day. Dude's awesome. Playing zombies and stuff. So yeah, we should check him out.
We should bring him on sometime. Code Manic, do you want to do a guest spot?
Oh, Code Manic, do you want to play D&D with us?
Do you want to play D&D with us? We'll do it later. We'll work it out later.
All right. We'll talk.
All right,
we'll talk
we need to play D&D.
Yeah, we need to
Sorry.
play some Dungeons and Dragons, children. Come on. Okay. Now. So how does this unfold for everybody? You arrive late hours of the night. Zavel, you worked everything out and just kind of went to bed. Like you're like, I had a great day. Like ran the inn and there was snacks and got to hang out with Tommy some more, and everybody else went out and fought giants.
Yeah, I didn't do shit. It was great.
Yeah, and then you leveled up. No, but just Baz, Gilbetta, and Kishano, how do you guys unfold your return?
Well, I guess Kishano is still a little unsure about this. He feels like those giants are coming one way or another.
The whole trip back, Wormspit was trying to explain to you that these are very disorganized. Like, the reason this was a threat was because somebody was organizing and leading it. These creatures exist in the countryside anyways.
But in Kishano's experience, threats don't go away. Threats are ever present.
Right, but a single giant.
I forgot that we were in the middle of a fucking argument last time.
Yes, and he's not gonna let this go. So the whole way back, he's not letting.
Are we not always okay? No, he's trying to explain to you. Right. These giants on their own will not cause much trouble. They're perhaps trouble for him.
We don't actually have to role play this part, but it's what happened. I feel like we did enough of it last time. Oh shit! Puck froze again.
Did I freeze?
Oh,
Yes.
okay, you're back. You're back.
Back. Good. Okay. But anyways, he explains to you that like this may be trouble for like smaller groups of people and that kind of thing, but two giants on their own are not trouble for larger settlements, especially hill giants. They're unlikely to attack anyone without a substantial backing behind them.
How far is the where his freaking club is from the inn?
From the inn? It's across the river on the other side of the wall of the Golden Fields.
I mean, because here's the thing: if we repair his club,
if I go mend his stupid club, will you shut up, Kishano?
Well, here's my thought, though: if you mend his club. The last we spoke, he was to destroy Golden Fields when his club is mended. So I think if we're going to mend his club, we need to return it to him personally, give him a new instruction.
Well, we need a bloody cart for that. We can't carry a big giant's club.
Long term, I'm saying we can do it tomorrow.
Well, Nesta said she would take care of it when she left. She did make the promise, of course.
Don't worry, Kishano. Everything will work out.
Okay, well, we weren't there for her to actually do that.
Yeah, she left, and you presume she went to go take care of it when she went home, since she lives there.
All right. I suppose then if he attacks, it's going to be her problem initially.
Wormspit kind of pats you on the back. He says, it wouldn't be the first time a single hill giant tried to assail Golden Fields, and they've all failed.
Yeah, like, isn't that where Nesta lives? Like, I'm pretty sure she alone could take them both. So, like, why it's not...
She did seem strong.
She was fucking shit up left and right.
Like I do.
Well...
Just like me. No. I too am an ass kicker.
But she looked better doing it, so...
Well, I'm sorry that I am not feminine enough for you.
Oh, bad and salty.
Anyway.
Oh, salty. Okay, so you have this argument the entire way home, and everybody's trying to console you that everything's okay. Once you arrive at Cookie's Crab Shack, Cookie has retired, but he has left some food out on the bar for you guys for when you return home.
I'm gonna eat it.
It's like a hearty stew. It's laid out in 4 plates on the bar for you.
I'm a slurp.
All right. Yeah, I'll eat that stew.
All right.
While everybody's eating, I'm going to address Jobetta and Shano.
Okay.
I apologize you guys had to see that side of me. It doesn't normally come out.
Well, I don't believe in apologizing for your behavior, even moving forward.
Yeah, that's evident.
Just know, next time it happens, try to stay out my way.
Fair enough.
So Val has no idea what's going on. He's just shoveling food in his mouth by the time you guys like walk in, and he's just like, "What?
Where were you guys?"
Yeah. Thanks for all your help today, Isabel.
Yeah, yeah, anytime. And he just goes back to eating.
Well, after Bass finishes, he's just going to meditate on today and prepare.
Right. As you guys finish eating,
really
Tommy appears in a cloud of mist behind the bar.
You have to stop doing that, man.
I'm sorry, it's just how I move.
You can't walk like a normal person?
That's so boring.
He's kind of not a normal person, though.
Anyways, I trust your mission was a success.
We're here. Sorry. Long day.
Jeez.
Very well. I will take your bowls. And he takes you guys' empty bowls and kind of takes them back into the kitchen. Tends to the bar.
Sorry, I'm fucking with.
So.
Yeah, that all cut out. I'm just gonna assume some shit happened that Jobetta doesn't care about. So yeah. Jobetta's gonna eat her and then her do and go to bed.
All right. So we have Baz going to meditate. We have Jobetta going to bed. Kashana, what do you do after eating your meal at home?
Kashana's gonna go find Yibi.
Okay. Yibi and Wormspit are outside, just kind of debriefing each other on the situation before retiring to their little goblin village in the keep.
Okay. So he wants to kind of hang out with Yibi and spend a little time practicing Goblin and letting Yibi practice his common.
All right. So if you want to take a moment and train with Yibi, after everybody goes to bed, Yibi's more than happy. He's excited for anything you want to teach him. So he is just all ears. And I want you to make an intelligence check.
Okay.
And I will let you know on your progress for the night. Make one intelligence check for every hour that you want to do it.
Oh, good lord.
I don't want to burn the whole night, so I'm just going to do 2 hours here.
Okay. Give me 2 intelligence checks. It is very fruitful.
Nice!
You teach him some simple phrases.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have a thing for this. Critical! It's not a hit.
You gotta, yeah, throw it out there. Throw it out there. It still works.
Okay. Sorry, go on.
So it was very fruitful. You teach him some basic phrases that you need, like, come here, just basic orders and commands that you'll need from him from time to time, and a couple of fun words too, because you don't want it to get dry. And he teaches you some goblin phrases and things in turn. So you're having kind of a basic grasp of goblin.
Okay.
It's like you memorized the goblin phrase book for if you're traveling in goblin country. So,
all right. Is he getting any better at common, I hope?
He's getting a little better at it. He's able to form some simple sentences, and
wonderful.
He's coming along with it.
Okay, great. Loving it. All right. Then he's gonna head on to bed.
All right.
Good bonding time with Yibi.
You head off to bed, and Yibi is just so excited. You hear Yibi practicing the words to himself under his breath that you taught him as he leaves, because he's just so excited for it. He really wants to impress you. So Yibi leaves, he goes with Wormspit back to the little goblin village, and everybody goes to sleep.
Oh, you know what I'm doing.
Well, you're meditating.
This is for my level up.
You barely sleep.
I'm trancing, darling.
Yeah, you're trancing. You trance for your 4 hours.
It's lovely, because I'm only semi-conscious, so if something terrible happens, I can hear it.
Baz, do you meditate for the whole night, or do you meditate and then sleep?
I meditate for about 2 hours on the staff.
Okay, you meditate for 2 hours on the staff. Let's see. Let's see what delightful things happen when you meditate on your staff. Okay. You meditate on the staff, and you do see some more images of people using the kind of get over here motion of the staff. You see at one time they use it as kind of a vine whip to like cross a chasm, and it's just basically giving you ideas of how you can use it in various utility ways. You just see various images, and you absorb some more knowledge of this, but you don't learn any new abilities of it, and you don't get any new glimpses of your master in particular. But you do see the elf that you saw handing the staff to your master, using it to actually swing through a forest.
Is he wood elf? High elf?
It appears to be a female wood elf.
How young does she look?
It's difficult to tell with elves, but she's definitely on in years.
Okay.
So, Baz and Gilbetta make a perception check.
Shit.
In the night. Because you guys are the ones that are awake-ish. Gilbetta, you hear a clattering in the bar room. Baz, you don't hear anything. You just keep meditating.
What does it sound? What kind of clattering? Does it sound like something I really need to go deal with?
Like somebody knocked over a chair and fell.
Shit. I guess I'll go up there.
Okay. You go up, and as you approach the stairs to kind of come into the main inn room, you hear Tommy's voice. And you hear Tommy saying, "Please, let me help you. You can't keep doing this every night." And then you hear Cookie saying, It's just gotta be this way. Now, let me be. I'll be right as rain in the morning."
Cookie's got a drinking problem.
And do you peek after you hear these voices? Do you proceed and kind of peek in to see what's going on, or do you just walk right in? Are you gonna go?
I'm gonna peek because Jubetta wants to. You know, she doesn't want to interrupt. She wants to know all that she can know.
Okay, so you peek in on it, and you see Tommy kind of holding Cookie up with one arm over his shoulder. Cookie looks ragged, like he is bleeding from several wounds. He is just dirty, messed up. He has some burns, and Tommy is helping him through the bar to his room in the back of the kitchen.
I'm gonna step out and say, I can make you feel better, literally right now.
Giggity.
All right, so you step out, and the moment Cookie sees you, he kind of straightens up a little bit and dusts himself off, and he says, Miss Giulietta, what are you doing up at this hour?"
Cookie, you may have been alive for much longer than me, but I've still been alive for 300 years. I wasn't born yesterday.
"Oh, well, I just had a little fall. It's all right."
Looks like a bit more than a fall. It looks more like you got the shit beat out of you.
It was nothing I couldn't handle.
Yeah, it looks like it. And
Sorry, I lost the back end of that.
Oh, I just walk over and put my hand on him and cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I think. No, JK. I'm gonna cast my level 2 spell, Prayer of Healing.
Okay.
Go all out.
Because that's 2d8s plus my spell casting modifier.
All right. So, how much hit points does he regain?
Let's see. So there's that. And then plus 4.
All right.
So 15.
15? All right.
Yeah.
So he regains the 15 hit points, and he kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, "Thank you kindly. I'm not used to getting a lot of help from others, but I appreciate it. Now, I best go get some rest. I need to cook breakfast soon."
I assume, Cookie, I assume this is something you don't want spread about the inn.
It's not something you need to worry about.
We'll see about that. You do remember, while the 4 of us signed a contract to help you, we can't help you if you can't help yourself.
Let's just say I'm taking on some troubles and reclaiming the keep, so you all don't have to.
What have you found in there?
I'm just making sure that all the wards are in place in the vault. A lot of the traps are still active. But it doesn't look like anything's out.
So, whatever was in the vault still appears to be in the vault?
Looks like all the worst things are still in there.
All right. I'm
Still
not
not a
going
really...
to say anything.
All
Go
right.
ahead. I'm not going to say anything for now. But as I'm sure you know, I'm trying, sir.
I understand. I thank you for your assistance.
And my door is always open unless Lady Kashano comes back. Then, no.
Indeed. All right, I'm gonna go get ready. I gotta make breakfast. He kind of excuses
I'm gonna
himself. Goes ahead.
I'm going to go finish my trance.
All right. The next morning. You guys awaken. Who's getting up first?
I think Kashano's up early for once.
Kashano's up early for once.
I don't know if it's first, but it.
I mean, he didn't like drink last night, so he should be.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll say Kashano gets up first. Kashano, you come down, and Cookie is making omelets for everyone.
Oh, fantastic! Good morning, Cookie. Sleep well,
Mr.
slept
Kashano.
well, did you?
Yes, quite all right. I figured I'd make everybody congratulatory omelets.
What exactly goes into a congratulatory omelet?
Oh, whatever you like. We got a fresh stack of supplies this morning.
Oh, from Golden Fields.
Yes, it appears the agreement's all in place now. You guys did a great job.
Fantastic. I found the abbot there quite negotiable.
Well, you did fine work. So what can I get you? You want some chives, a little bit of ham? I got lots of cheeses.
I'll have a bit of everything.
Sure, and he loads you up a deluxe omelet, and it's got like peppers and chives, and there's a bit of ham and some cheese, and
have you got any
serves it
hot
up to you.
sauce, Cookie?
Any who's it?
Hot sauce.
Oh, of course.
Fantastic.
Do you want the regular stuff or the good stuff?
Knowing you, I'm going to say regular.
All right, I'll give you the regular stuff.
Thank you.
he gives you the regular stuff. He puts like a smiley face on the omelet and serves it up to you. While he serves it up to you, you notice that both of his arms are actually covered in bandages.
Oh, what's happened to you there?
Oh, I had a little accident last night. It's nothing to worry about.
What sort of accident do you have when you sleep well, as you said you did?
Oh, just a little tumble down the stairs. I'm not as young as I used to be.
I suppose not. Was there a bugbear at the bottom of the stairs?
No, but there were some weapons that I keep in the basement. You know, for emergencies. It's all right.
Oh, there's a basement? I thought there was just the vault.
No, the vault is in the keep. It's not under here.
I see. What's in the basement?
Oh, cellars and storage and that kind of thing, plus my quarters.
Oh, I guess I hadn't considered where your quarters were. Right then. Thank you for the omelet.
I have such a rich world, you don't even know. Okay.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
There's so much to explore.
So much to explore. Who's coming down next?
I'll be down like pretty much as soon as I wake up back from my trance.
Okay.
Up there. So based on whenever that interaction was.
You finished your trance. You come up to the back end of that interaction, and the Cookie asks you what you want in your omelet.
What's the options?
Oh, we got a bit of everything. We got a fresh batch of supplies from Golden Fields now.
Surprise me.
All right.
But no fish.
He loads you up with another heavy one. No fish, and it's got like hams and cheeses, and there's some chives and some peppers, and he slides it over to you.
Lovely.
All right.
How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, I'm quite all right. Much better. Thank you.
See, you've got bandages.
Ah, yes. I'm healing up all right after my fall.
Yes, right. Falling down the stairs. Never good.
No, not good at all. A little clumsy. He kind of
Yes,
plays
of
it off.
course.
And, all right. Who's up next?
It will be me.
Zabel's sleeping in.
Again.
Yeah. All right, Baz, you come down. After meditating, you smell the fresh breakfast getting cooked. And he's like, ah, Baz, what would you like on your congratulations omelet?
Bacon.
One bacon omelet special, and it's like there's bacon there's bacon bits in the egg portion of the omelet, and in the fold there are 3 strips of bacon covered in melted cheese. So he serves that up and passes it over to you.
Yes.
There's a lot of food in my campaign. Okay, I'm just realizing right now. All right, and Zabel, you make your way down. You smell a fresh breakfast being cooked.
Yeah, he's just gonna make his way down. There's food involved. He's food motivated.
He's right there. Ah, Zabel.
Yeah.
What would you like on your omelet this morning?
Surprise me.
All right, another deluxe coming up. And as you come down, Tommy thanks you for assisting in the operation of the inn yesterday while everybody else was away.
He gives a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Hopefully
Alright.
getting some goblins as the wait staff.
Well, not necessarily for waitstaff. I find that Tommy's pretty quick enough.
I just feel like if people are interested in a goblin god at the keep, a goblin waitstaff at the inn will be such a great tourist draw.
That might not be such a bad idea. I was thinking about giving you the stage a few nights a week to play a couple shows, too.
I would love to see that. Kashano the fucking quick.
I have to say, I haven't.
If that's your real name.
Are you a true
That's your real
bard?
name.
If that's
A true
we've
bard
been
would
through
never
this,
pass
know
up
very well
chances
that's
to
not my
perform.
real name. So I have not performed outside of the old man persona in quite some time, so I might
True
need to.
bard would never pass up on the chance to perform.
This will
Well,
be a chance to reinvent yourself.
once again, I don't know what a true bard is or how any of this works, but yes, awesome, fantastic. I'll put together some new material.
All right. So, while you guys are having breakfast, I will direct you to your Roll20 screen.
Bum, bum, bum. Well,
As I load up this new thing.
stables, horses.
So, this is a rough layout of the keep.
Very rough.
Love
Yes, this is my whatever the opposite of artistry is. So, the buildings marked with a red dot are not functional. They are damaged, and you need to complete a quest to make them functional again. The buildings with yellow dots are buildings that are damaged and need to be repaired, and the yellow areas of the wall are sections of wall that need to be repaired.
Which area have we given to the goblins?
If you'll notice the little
green.
brown huts are like
Yes.
those. That is the little goblin village that's been set up outside the main keep.
Okay, great.
And the storage and shipping warehouse is fully operational now, thanks to your goblin workforce.
Great.
So your
Neat.
goblin.
Looks like they're actually good for something.
I feel like we need to get on those walls.
I agree.
So your goblin workforce consists currently of 250 goblins. And for story's sake, there we go. Let's say that Wormspit comes in and kind of lays this out for you guys, and he says, like, since the fall of that camp, I actually had a couple defectors come in and join my workforce. So you have 250 goblins at your disposal currently. in your goblin workforce. That includes Wormspit, Yeebie, 15 goblin guards, and 12 goblin masons, leaving you with basically 221 unemployed goblins. Currently, you can train goblin guards and goblin masons because those are the skills that you have in place.
So
As you
I
unlock
can
other
train
buildings,
people.
yeah. Well, you basically let Wormspit know how many goblins you want in each role, and he delegates it and takes care of it for you. As you progress and grow the keep, you'll be able to allocate your goblin guards new skills and new capabilities, and you'll have new jobs to give them.
Okay. So for now we're just allocating between these two positions.
Yeah, those are the two positions that you have available.
Got it.
You can allocate the masons to do whatever task as far as rebuilding the keep as you like. Each building has an allotment for how many goblins and how many days of work it's going to take in sequences of 12.
Right.
So you have 12 goblins that will do a baseline amount of work on any one given project per day. And then if you double up on that, it'll go twice as fast.
Excellent. I propose we put half and half for the time being. We need the walls reconstructed, then we can reallocate some of those to basic guard duty. But for the time being, I would recommend let's put another 5 dozen, that's 60, into the Mason training program, and the remainder into the guards, which will leave us with 72 Masons, that's 6 crews, as well as 76 guards to be distributed amongst the front and rear gates, as well as the current weaknesses in the defenses.
It should be noted that the goblins cannot multi-class. So once you assign them a job, that'll be their job for life.
I see. All right, reconsidering. Probably need more guards than masons, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Some monks.
Well, you have 15 guards currently.
We definitely need some on the wall. Like, we definitely need constant, the wall is our first line of defense.
Well, all right, let's put it this way. We have 3 holes in the walls right now. I think that if we have 3 goblin crews, that will be the most efficient way to get that done. Then we can have them work on the buildings one by one. So let's, if everyone's amicable, put 24 of the remaining goblins into the masonry training program. We'll have 3 crews. We can get the walls repaired as soon as possible, put the remainder into guard duty so we have sufficient shifts. Does that sound reasonable?
Well, that works, because I was thinking 20, but 24 is a better option.
Baz, Jobetta, any concerns, dissents?
Here's a question. So we just to clarify, because there's a lot that's been said over the past few moments.
Yep.
We do have a goblin that is taking care of the actual storage and shipping of supplies and everything like that, correct?
No. Currently that is being handled by Cookie and Tommy.
And Baz, the quartermaster, I suppose?
Yeah, but Baz can assist when necessary. The shipments come in direct through the river from Golden Fields into the shipping and storage house and then are taken to the inn.
Can we or do we need to apply any goblins to that?
Not necessarily. It's not
Okay.
It's not really a multi-class job. It's just kind of burdenous labor. Occasionally, the guards can fill in.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
Just wanted to. I'm trying to make sure we thought of everything because I know we're going to not do that.
So to be clear, you guys have 221 remaining goblins after, you subtract Wormspit, Hebe, and you have 221 remaining. Like you have 250 total, but you have 15 guards and 12 masons right now.
Well, so what's given the size of the grounds? What would you say is a necessary guard shift? How many goblins do we need to patrol both the weaknesses and the defenses currently, as well as both gates?
Are you asking Wormspit?
Yes.
Wormspit says, well, currently we don't have a lot of enemies. This is thought to be a long abandoned keep, and anything that was of use here has been taken away. As we progress in our business model, we will gain some fame and notoriety, so we may need more guards in the future. But currently our contingent of 15 guards is doing fairly well for keeping the grounds in order. I imagine that will change as you acquire more enemies.
So, I think you underestimate the number of enemies we have collectively as a group. The Avalon Knights Academy may have few enemies at the moment, but I think that between the people involved in the academy, we have quite a few more than you are assuming.
Well, very well. If we're considering straight rotations, 2 guards at both entrances of the keep, another 2 guards to monitor the inn, and then a rotating contingent of 10 to move in and out of the barracks in case of emergencies. 6 in total.
We haven't.
Okay, well, here's what I'm trying to get. Are we, like, should we be reserving some of the goblins to train later into a different class, or what? Because...
Well, you can reserve them later to train into other classes that you get into. There's also activities that you can engage in to kind of recruit more goblins. But a lot of that's up to you guys. But this is the amount of goblins you have right now.
Okay, so wait, so does my original pitch of training 5 more crews of masons, is that unreasonable? Because that still leaves us with a shit ton of goblins. Since we have 221, that still leaves us 161.
Mm-hmm. Which we could like triple the force of the guard, and then still have goblins left over too.
Have goblins in reserve for various tasks. Yes.
Yeah.
I think basically the problem is that later are we going to need 6 crews of masons?
Well, no. I think we should keep a lot of them unemployed at the moment and just kind of take like maybe a group of like 20 and divvy up, guard work and masonry and just kind of play it by ear until we get a higher goblin population.
Oh, all right. I'll propose this then. Let's, as we discussed, train 2 more crews of masons. So we have a total of 36 mason goblins, and we can double the guards, or let's triple the guards. Let's train 30 to be guards, so we have a total of 45 guards. We can be well reinforced. And that leaves us with, if we're doing 45 or 30 and 24, that's 59. 221 minus 59 leaves us with 72 untrained goblins. So we'll have a total of 45 guards, 36 masons, 72 untrained, and our 2 named goblins. Does that sound good?
That works for me.
I'm such a fucking nerd. I fucking love this stuff.
Right? This is all. No matter what we do,
I couldn't tell if you were. I couldn't tell if you were smiling out of deviousness or.
One question.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many can I train and punch?
All of them. I expect to train all of them.
Once you repair the training hall, perhaps you can train them into other roles.
See, but then we get into how many snipers do we want, and
how many rangers, how many rogues.
I'm so happy right now.
Okay.
But with the amount of goblins that we are like allocating right now, that works because you're gonna have goblins that want to go on vacation and stuff, and we don't want them to unionize on us, and they probably want maternity leave and all that. So
You're right.
Unionize? You
Because-
mean I beat them down and tell them to keep working?
No, Baz, no, please.
Baz, those are short-term solutions.
All right. So how many goblins are we adding to the guard?
All right, so we are adding 30 to the guard.
Okay.
We are adding 24 to the masons.
Okay.
And we are reserving the remaining 172.
Okay.
And now that we have 3 crews of masons, we want to get them on the walls first.
It takes. Wormspit informs you it takes 2 days to train guards. 2 days of hard work, since basic combat is something that goblins are already familiar with. However, it does take 4 days to train masons, because it's not exactly in their skill set.
All right. Well, let's not dilly-dally.
All right. So he rolls up his paperwork and he says, "Thank you very much. I will see to it that things are gotten to work on. Where would you like me to allocate the masons?"
Well,
I would say the northwest corner first and foremost, as I feel the corner will be more vulnerable.
but the river, we're also vulnerable at the river because there's a
point.
spot. Joletta loves water. She's always looking for the water.
It's like, look for the river parts, guys. So where are we allocating them?
But the river is near the mage tower, so we can put someone at watch on the mage tower.
They can't go into the mage tower because the mage tower is uninhabitable.
Oh shit, that's right, it's red.
That was my point. We can't because two things on that side. We can't. We can still have someone at watch from the front guard tower to the corner.
All right, excellent. Do this, Wormspit, if you would. If there's no objections, put the masonry crew on the south wall, repairing that first and foremost, and see to it that the patrolling guard goblins do an exterior sweep as part of their patrol to cover the north wall. So basically leave the front, go around the north wall, come in the back as part of the sweeping patrol.
Very well. It shall be done.
Great.
All right. So we're assigning goblins to this wall, the one by the river?
Yes, that one.
Yes.
All right.
Because the river, they can just. I mean, look how easy I was able to sneak up on Fireball a goblin.
Yeah.
In one of our recent adventures.
So they've begun repairs on the river section. Wormspit estimates it will likely take about 3 days to complete.
For repairing a wall, all in all, it's not awful.
Not too bad.
And then 1 day after that, the other masons will be trained and.
Oh yes, and then
done.
You'll be quicker on the next job.
Yes.
I couldn't be happier. All right. So Wormspit wraps up his paperwork. I'm so glad we're doing this part. So Wormspit wraps up his paperwork. He kind of bows out and goes and prepares his workers and gets everything ready. And Cookie comes back out and he says, "We got a little problem with cash flow."
No, that's nothing new.
We got supplies now, so that's a good start. But all these repairs and these building reconstructions ain't gonna be free. There's certain equipment and supplies that we need to purchase. So we're gonna need a benefactor, or we're gonna need some wealthy work. I took the liberty while you guys were out to put out an ad. I sent a messenger down to see if anybody needed some adventuring work done in the city.
In the city of Waterdeep?
Yeah, not specifically the adventuring done in the city, but if anybody in the city needed a job done.
I'm sure the messenger
Kashana
is
might
not
be afraid
mentioning
of-
any names.
Oh
Kashana-
no, nothing particular.
Kashana may be afraid not like Waterdeep, but I actually I'm longing to get in Waterdeep. I want to visit the Temple of Selune that lives in Waterdeep.
Ah, yes. It would make a nice trip, but you guys
Did
still
you
better let
know?
things
Did
cool
you
down.
know that is where Selune and Shaw had their great battle? It was in the streets of Waterdeep.
Indeed, I do. I
Sorry.
remember it.
You remember it?
I wasn't here, but I remember when it happened. I wasn't in the area.
I have heard that song, yes.
Selune is just so great.
You can tell me all about it later.
Yeah.
So the inn is actually a bit of a bustle with activity right now, and you guys eat your breakfasts, and you give your work orders to Wormspit, and he heads out and takes care of it. It seems to be a fairly uneventful day at the inn. It's not until late in the afternoon that a very well-dressed man arrives. And he kind of comes in the door.
I say that, yeah.
He's
Everybody loves a sharp-dressed man.
Yeah, no, he's got he's wearing some noble clothes. It's almost like a suit, and he comes inside and he's carrying a kind of scribe's bag. And he steps inside and goes up to the bar and he says, I am looking for the gentleman who is in charge of the missive that was sent to Waterdeep, looking for work for adventurers. And he's addressing Tommy. And
we all hear this?
yeah, you overhear this guy. He's not being like.
Cristiano jumps up. I can help you, sir.
Yes.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am the diplomat of our organization here. Caught myself there. Maybe don't want to introduce myself yet. And I'm happy to handle any needs you may have or negotiations you may wish to embark in.
Yes. My name is Mr. Stone. And he reaches out a hand to you.
I shake his hand. Hail and well met, Mr. Stone. What can I do for you?
He's got blonde hair, rather thin features, and he wears some spectacles.
What species? Or race? Sorry.
He appears to be human. And he says, yes, where do you conduct business in this establishment?
Well, we prefer to keep it a friendly, amicable atmosphere, so we can discuss business right here in the inn dining room.
Very well. Is there anyone else that needs to be involved in these negotiations?
Yes, I suppose the rest of the partners should sit in. And he kind of waves around to Zavel and Baz, about everybody towards the table.
Does like the group whistle and like spins his hand around.
I head over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go over.
All right.
Same.
He says, excellent. He takes a seat, and he's very stiff and very proper in all of his mannerisms. There's nothing casual about this person at all. And he kind of adjusts his spectacles and opens up his bag slowly in front of him and meticulously pulls out some paperwork. And he says, I represent a particularly wealthy interest in Waterdeep. They're looking for a group to go into a crypt and retrieve a certain artifact.
What to be the artifact?
It is a small coin, part of an amulet.
And whose crypt might this be?
Oh, an ancient civilization, long dead.
I see. And when you say part of the amulet, are the other parts of the amulet already retrieved, or could this be a long-term, multiple-job sort of arrangement?
That is a possibility. What was your name again, Mr.? I didn't catch it.
I am Koshano the Quick.
Mr. Cashano, there may be other opportunities. The interests I represent consider this to be somewhat of a test of skill. And if you satisfy their interests, there is some substantial financial backing behind future work.
That's very good to hear. So I suppose we'll need more details before we can discuss what the fee for such an endeavor would be.
The offer is 1,000 gold per piece, and I see there are 4 people in your party, so that'd be 4,000 gold total.
There are actually 5 in our party. The 5th is not present, but we can fetch him if you need to review his credentials.
He looks at you and reviews his paperwork for a moment. He says, the offer remains 4,000 gold, I'm afraid. I would say it is more than enough for such a simple task.
Well, how simple the task is yet to be seen, but I suppose that we can agree to that for this time with the understanding that upon our stellar success, as it shall be, I assure you, we will renegotiate further employment.
Excellent. He hands you a drawing of this kind of coin that you're supposed to acquire. It's it looks almost like a rubbing, like somebody who had it previously had done, kind of the rubbing thing on it and made an image of it. It has very unusual designs and inscriptions all over it. And it's octagonal in shape.
Can I see if I recognize it as anything? Can I do a religion check, see if it's anything religious?
Absolutely.
Can I do a history check to see if it's anywhere in the songs and fables?
Sure.
Hashtag role-playing!
Hashtag roleplaying!
I'm gonna do a Arcana check to see if it's shards of pieces I'm supposed to collect.
Okay.
You sounded so unsure about that. You were like...
Because I don't know what role I would do.
Oh, wait, actually, that's a 22, FYI, because Jack of all trades.
Yeah, okay. So, Gilbetta, it doesn't appear to have any religious connotation that you know of.
Okay.
Your thoughts are that it appears to be magical in nature.
Okay.
It doesn't appear to be of any particular religion. Kashana, with your history check, there are countless stories about coins and amulets of importance, but you'll find most of the stories don't go into much detail about it. 2 particularly from this area are there's a coin of double-edged fortune, which when flipped, depending on the result of the flip, can influence events throughout a day.
Okay.
And there is another coin that you heard of, and it is a coin of friendship that when you shake someone's hand and pass this coin to them, basically it's almost like casting the friendship spell. But a more powerful version of that.
With the repercussions and everything?
Well, it doesn't end until the person loses the coin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
okay.
You're not sure if this is that coin, but those are the 2 most prominent stories about a specific coin that you know of from this area.
Okay, so it's the coin of friendship, the coin of double-edged fate.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, is there anything that we should...
As you didn't know nothing from 6.
Yeah, that's why I moved on.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we should know, A, about exactly what we'll be facing in the crypt, or B, the coin, any sort of precautions specifically dealing with that? Because it's not religious, I know that.
Or perhaps the location of the crypt, precisely?
Or even whose crypt it is?
An ancient civilization, we don't really have specifics.
You don't have a name for it?
It is known as the Wailing Crypt.
The Wailing.
Can I do a history check on that?
Sure.
And can I do an insight check on this dude? Since
Sure.
we're talking to him for a bit, and add one to this for Jack of all trades.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
we just need you to go to this unnamed, nondescript crypt to get this stuff, and
Look,
I'll
it
make you money.
has a name. Zavel, even with your 8, you know that a lot of people know of the Wailing Crypt, but it's almost so unthreatening at this point that it's a test for children. It's a place that children go out to, and they like dare each other to go into the Wailing Crypt. It was an ancient crypt that was long since raided by archaeologists and adventurers, and to your knowledge, there just doesn't appear to be anything of worth in there. It's been turned over so many times.
Okay.
Kashano, with your 12 insight, you feel like this is just a really stiff guy
13.
presenting you information that he was told to. 13, sorry,
Yeah.
13. He's just a really stiff guy presenting information to you as he was told to.
Okay.
I'm gonna waggle my eyebrows at him.
Okay, he is just
Of course.
stone-faced. He just
Of course.
looks at you, and you feel like he doesn't understand what you're trying to do. Yeah, he does. He doesn't get it.
So okay, so why do you why do you wish to hire someone? What's the purpose for hiring a group of mercenaries?
And let alone, yes, strange mercenaries that you don't yet know. One would think that if this artifact is important and your benefactor is wealthy, they might have their own crew.
Well, that's stage 2 of this. This job requires a bit of discretion.
Mm.
The benefactor in question came across information that there was, in fact, a secondary hidden level to the Wailing Crypt that had been unexplored up to this point. So
And-
he has tasked me with finding a group of unknowns to seek out this lower level so that word would not get around to the political class in Waterdeep that he particularly has hired anyone out to do this. There are spies everywhere, you see, and if you hire a well-known, illustrious crew, or even truthfully your own crew, to take on a job such as this, people take notice. But you're a bit off the radar, so you might be just what my client needs.
I see.
Speaking of your client,
Yes.
you said your client is wealthy. Does your client have a name, or is this part of your discretionary tales?
For now, let's call him Mr. X.
Mr. X!
Love
As far as I'm concerned, I'm Mr. X. What's this dude's name?
That, I'm afraid, is classified, part of the discretionary measure of the job.
All right. Any further questions before we discuss this privately? No, Mr. Stone, if we may have a moment.
Certainly. He packs up his things and straightens up and walks outside and closes the door behind him.
What was he human, or what was he?
He appears to be human.
He appears to be human. You say that a lot.
No, I always say that.
Yeah, well,
So, once we recover this artifact, it's most likely going to be this man coming back to retrieve it. At that time, we can make the turning over of the coin conditional upon him revealing his employer. I say we take the job.
I mean, I don't really care about that as much as I want 1,000 gold pieces. Mama needs a new net.
I just want to shoot. So
Is it Baz? You're tracking the gold we've been receiving, right?
Of course.
Okay, good.
Absolutely. That's
He
looks
said-
at some notes.
I've just been turning it over to you.
As I think we need to take this job. From my staff, I need to retrieve these pieces. And I feel like this coin may be part of those pieces.
Well, if this coin is part of your staff, we're not going
You realize
to be
we're
able
not
to complete
keeping
the job.
it, right?
Well, there's only one way to find
no,
out.
I think he's saying that like he might find more pieces like in the crypt, right? Like you're not gonna keep the coin, are you, Baz? Like I don't want to have to kill this dude.
Mm.
I mean, we'll decide whether or not to keep the coin after things shake out. But
We're not keeping the coin. If we make an agreement, we are not keeping the bloody coin.
well, I
We'll
think we
cross
should know
that
who this
verbiage
person
Yeah,
is.
like what if this?
Before we hand over a powerful artifact, we need to know
Yeah,
who it
but
is.
what if this client's like a masked Lord of Waterdeep or some shit? Like we can't keep the coin because that might mean death for all of us.
Right.
Don't worry. My
That's what I'm
fists
saying. We
have
don't know
gone
who
in
it is. If
sticky
it's someone
situations.
extremely powerful, it's not. Annigel min selune.
Let's take the job, acquire the coin, decide how to proceed with the benefactor at that point.
Sound good?
Yeah, fair enough.
All right. Do you call
guess.
Mr. Stone
Not
back in?
Yeah, let's call him on in.
All right. He returns back inside and
All right. Mr. Stone, we will accept this job. We will send word for you once we have recovered the artifact.
excellent. I will be in touch. And he adjusts his glasses and reaches into his coat and pulls out a set of chimes and a small stick. And he says, "You will need these.
Very
Or
good.
to-
Thank you.
Mala.
You are to go to the lowest level of the crypt, produce these chimes, and play this exact tune." And he hits 3 chimes
All right.
in sequence.
Kashano, that's you.
Okay.
At this point, the secret level will be open to you. You are free to take anything you find in there, with the exception of the coin.
Okay, now about the location of
Not really up to you. is it?
we need the exact location.
Yes, here's the map. And he reaches into his coat and produces the map for you as well.
All right. Very good then. How shall we communicate with you once we've retrieved the coin?
I will be in touch. If you send a messenger to Waterdeep looking for Owen Stone, I'm sure I will intersect with them, at which point I will come to retrieve the artifact.
Very good then. I shall off to my quarters to prepare. 2 seconds.
Excellent. And he nods and he says, "Well, if there's no further business, I will take my leave." And he
For that insight check, could I technically insight to see if he's giving us correct information? Like, does he seem like he's withholding information that we would need to enter or navigate the crypt?
With that 16 insight, you feel like the information he's giving you is the information he has. You don't feel like he's withholding anything about the crypt in specific.
He may not be withholding shit. He doesn't know anything more than what he says. All right.
That's true.
Sorry, I thought my cat was dying. He was just stuck in a closet. Okay.
that's the same thing.
All right. So how far of a? So no, we've got the map now. How far is this place from? Oh, yeah.
It is about 2 days worth of travel for you guys to get there. It is to the north. Let me take a look at my Sword Coast map.
So if it takes us 2 days and 4 days, well, on the bright side, the goblins will be trained as masons when we get back.
Oh yes, a lot of this stuff will be done when we get back.
Love it. I love passive management.
Right? There's all this stuff going on. It's like a cell phone game. Okay.
Exactly like a fucking idle game.
Yeah, no, there's all this shit going on. Okay. So it is just to the north, up the Desserin River, in the hills along the Desserin River. So just before you get to Yartar.
Yartar!
Yartar!
I love Yartar.
It's a pirate.
Zabella's super excited. It's like one of his favorite vacation spots in Yartar.
Yeah, if we go, we gotta stop in Yartar, guys. I know the best falafel place in Yartar. Just
That's like basically his mood right now.
Yeah.
He knows all the best taverns and where to wink at all the pretty ladies. Like he's game.
So, do we want to get on this journey now? I mean, we should. I mean, if we do, we need to talk to Cookie and Tommy before we leave.
Okay.
Yes. Have any of you ever heard of a second level to the Wailing Tomb?
I don't know. Let me check the recesses of my mind.
No.
I love the way that was just characterized. Okay.
Dude. Nope. I don't know shit.
I don't know. It's the tomb. It talks a lot.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
We used to play in there as children.
You might have.
Yeah.
Well, yes, me and Sharp.
Oh, well then, why are you asking us what we know?
Because I've never heard of a second level.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
All right.
Cookie! Cookie!
Okay.
Yes, what can I do for you?
We gotta go have a little bit of a trip, Cookie.
All right. Well, me and Tommy will hold down the fort. You might want to talk to Wormspit if you're leaving for a couple of days, so we can allocate workers as necessary.
Absolutely.
Cookie, are you aware of a second level to the Wailing Crypt?
A second level
Tomb?
to the Wailing Crypt.
Crypt, tomb, whatever it is.
I've never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, neither have we. We've got Kashano's got to play a little tune apparently to open it.
Oh, well, that is unusual.
Yes. What do you know of musical locks?
If it's a musical lock, it might be connected to the elemental plane of air. They tend to be the most musical types.
I see.
Whatever that means.
Good to note.
Or it could be triads.
Eesh. Let's hope not. What sort of if we were to come across an air elemental, how would you recommend combating it?
Most of them are pretty amicable, unless they're particularly enraged.
Oh, I see. All right. Very good. That means words. That means you can better with words. All right. Let's fucking talk to Wormspit. Let's call Wormspit in here.
Okay.
Wormspit.
He's outside overseeing the construction of the wall, actually, which has begun this already.
Also, Yibi!
Lovely.
Yibi just rushes up. He's got a bag of stuff. He's prepared.
Oh, he's just ready to rock. Fucking love it. Look at this little guy.
As soon as you call, Yibi's 100%. He's like, "Hi, Kashano."
Hello, Yibi. Your comment is
Nothing
sounding
for him
excellent.
is coming out of my share, just so you know.
What can Yibi do for you?
I'm gonna try to say this in Goblin.
Like shit, that thing talks.
Practice.
What?
We've been working on it. And I lean down and I'm like, I'm surprised. I'm as surprised as you are.
You had a very
so
good lesson last night. This is most of the common he learned last night.
I'm gonna try to respond in Goblin.
Okay.
Yibi Kushano, adventure now.
Yibi gets very excited and he says, "Very good, sir."
Yes, potato.
he ignores it and kind of pats you. Just thank you, sir.
I'm just gonna, because Kashano's not getting to it. Yibi, we need one spit.
And he shouts out in Goblin. You don't understand it, but Wormspit comes up. And he says, "Yes, what is it?"
Wormspit, we're to be off on
Holy shit, Yibi talks?
What?
Yes, Mr. Kashana was teaching you Yibi some college the other night.
Wormspit, we are off to recover an artifact for a benefactor. We have a paying gig, if you will.
Excellent.
We'll be gone for at least 4 days, potentially up to a week, depending on what we come across. We need to see that things will be tended to in the meantime.
Very well.
Once the Mason goblins are trained, please have them get to work on the northeast corner of the walls.
All right.
And be sure to distribute the guards evenly amongst the shifts. We want to reinforce in the event that we do have any return from either or both of those giants. Just being cautious.
I'll keep an eye out for the giants, and I'll maintain a decent guard rotation with the units you've allocated. And I'll ensure that the Masons, once they're done with the wall between the Mage Tower and the Keep, move on to the corner section and begin construction on that by the time you return.
Very good. Thank you, Wormspitz. You're a gentleman and a scholar, as always.
It is a pleasure, as always, Mr. Kashano. Take care, and good luck on your journey.
Thank you. We will, of course, be taking Yibi with on this one. I think it's important he gets some adventuring experience, and this may be a good opportunity to get his feet wet.
Very well. Do be careful with him.
Of course.
All right. So he wishes you well on your journey, and gives you guys your kind of basic mule cart. Gets it brought around for you.
Dope. Load up, roll out.
Right.
All right. Is there
fucking do it.
anything special that you guys gather for the trip? Anything?
I
mean, I assume. Hey, Cookie, got some food?
I've been working on a new creation. Here. And he brings you a basket full of these buns. And he says, I call them stew buns. If you bite inside, they're filled with stew.
All right. Cool.
So he brings you enough of those to eat along your journey.
Right.
There is enough for the four of you to eat for 4 days. Every day
the
that
five of us, I hope. Don't forget about Yibi.
Sorry. Oh yes, the five of you. He gives you enough for Yibi. Don't worry. You guys have enough, and when you eat it, you gain 4 temporary hit points.
Dope.
Great. I am going to. Gilbetta is going to bring an extra nice bedroll, and an extra fancy pillow from her room.
Oh, of course. I imagine she has this in storage.
Oh yes, she. Gilbetta does not rough living.
No, she's not. That
Can't handle it.
That doesn't gel with what she does.
No.
Okay.
Kashona can sleep anywhere. But he is going to actually. He's going to ask Cookie if he can pack a little flask of Cookie's mead.
Oh, absolutely. And he packs you up a flask. He gives you like a skin of it.
Wonderful. A whole fucking skin of it. All right,
Yeah.
that's gonna be
He
bad.
says, keep it away from an open flame.
Ah, yes. Very good. Other than that, gonna have his normal
Was
normal
that
kit
from
with
his
him.
belt too? Like,
The man-made belt juice is back.
No, he goes down into like his quarters in the kitchen. And he comes back with all this stuff.
All right.
Right.
like,
Yeah, aside from that, I guess just normal
but
kit.
from the belt.
Yeah, doesn't have the belt flask anymore. You guys emptied his belt flask, and now he's more just like has the stuff laying around.
Are these buns gonna give us temporary hit points every time we eat it? So like every day?
Team.
Yeah. There is 5 of you. There's enough for 4 days, so there are 20 buns in total in this basket.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Great. But I mean, I assume I'm not eating any now.
No,
Just left.
you guys had your congratulatory omelets, and you have a quick lunch before you go. He makes you guys some sandwiches, and then you load up, and you can head out in the evening hours.
Is Yeeby armed at all?
Yeeby has a scimitar and a short bow.
Fantastic. Love it.
If you like, between this section and the next, I will create a character sheet for Yeeby, and I'll give you access to it.
Yes.
And, you can progress him, and Yeeby is.
I hope
can,
he has armor.
well, he has a little bit. He doesn't have much. Yeeby doesn't have much armor, doesn't have much hit points. He is a level 1 goblin.
Okay. Oh, I have to clear something up that I was confused
Oh
about.
dang, he only has like 6 hit points.
Yeah, he's got nothing.
Yeah, no, we got to take care of it. So something I was confused about. So when I first met Yeeby and pinned the pin on him, you said some sand came out. And me not having any like background in D&D really, I was like, oh, do goblins have sand instead of blood? All right. But then, Baz is punching people's heads off and they're exploding in flesh. So what was with that?
He was wearing a sandbag as armor.
Okay.
That was just like a flavor detail that I put into it.
I figured that out, but I was like, okay, I got to clarify. Is
I'm
he like
impressed
some
I
sort
even
of
remembered
Gollum
that.
goblin or what? All right.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, you guys load up. What are your positions on the cart? It's just kind of like a square, basic cart, like you would move hay on. And it has a simple mule driving it. You guys can name the mule whatever you like.
Gilberta makes like a whole display of like laying out her like little bedding and setting up her pillow and like.
like when you ride in the back of the car on a road trip.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
I love how the one who doesn't sleep needs a special bed.
Yeah, no, she needs the full.
She was raised in a temple.
Right.
She's used to fine living.
All right, so Gilberta's sprawled across the back.
Okay, Yeeby's a real boy. He doesn't bleed sand.
Yeah, Yeeby is a real boy.
He's a real boy, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who's driving the cart?
Kashano and Yeeby will ride up. Does anybody have animal handling skills?
I mean, I do. I have proficiency.
If you have proficiency, that would be better. Because I got jack of all trades, so I can get +3 to it. But if you got,
I assume it wouldn't take much. I assume it's just a standard math.
Yeah, you assume shit, but you forget who the DM is. So don't assume shit.
I've already grown a reputation. This is great. Okay. So, who's the driver?
All right, I guess I'll drive.
Well, I don't know. Well, no, if
I'm driving, I'm putting my bedding up front.
Well, look, if Jabetta is already laid out her bed, I don't think she's driving it.
All right. Koshano will drive. He's going to sit up front with Yeeby. He's going to try to teach
animal
Yeeby.
handling?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Zavel's going to drive? Okay.
Zavel's parents were merchants. I imagine Zavel probably has some... Yeah, Zavel can drive the cart.
The tiniest one.
I'm naming the mule Jackie, short for jackass.
Okay.
All right.
So Jack the mule. and you're driving the car, and I'm picturing Zabel is full, like, has the like stalk of wheat hanging out of his mouth, and it's like,
Probably.
And a makeshift burlap fedora.
yeah.
And he's just all hicked out. It's wonderful.
It's country as hell up in here. All right.
And
Oh,
Jobetta is gonna actually
With his crossbow ready.
Jobetta's
I'm
gonna
gonna
actually
come from the back
trance in the
with
back,
arms like
and
this.
she's gonna kind of shift around some of her spells that she has prepared.
Excellent. All right, and Kashano and Baz, where do you guys make room on the cart for yourselves? How do you travel?
I guess Kashano and Yibi will sit on the back then, and kind of try to keep an eye to the back, but get a little distracted practicing their languages.
Okay. And for Baz?
I guess towards front behind Zybel, just like this.
Just like relaxing behind Zabel. There is enough room up front for two people to kind of sit in the cart driver portion of it. All right. Yeah, no, we're doing this whole thing.
Baz should sit up front. You know, someone might need to take the reins, and Zabel might need to shoot something.
Baz could be the backup driver.
Good lord!
Yup.
All right. It's.
If I have to listen to that for 2 days,
That's country driving tune.
It just like flies out of the back of the cart. God damn it, Kashano. Okay, so there is a road that you can take that will take you much of the way. It's called the Long Road, and there's a small road that leads that way, just kind of east out of Avalon Keep. So you exit and you move along,
Guys, fair warning, my battery's not doing so good.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Okay, that is good information.
I'm pressing for you, buddy.
All right. So you guys set out on your journey, managing of like building a keep and managing a.
do you have marked on here where the thing is, or is it on this?
I don't have it marked on there where it is, but you guys are moving along the Long Road. You've actually gone out.
The long road.
Yeah, the Long Road.
Hit the long road, Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
You take
Jack.
out past Wumford, past the Barge Right Inn, and upwards towards Red Larch, and then you move up along the Long Road past the Crypt Garden Forest.
Cool.
The easiest way to go would be to go up the Long Road till you reach Yatar, and then Yatar, and then take the river down to go find your crypt.
I want to know what it do with Unicorn Run.
I imagine that is where the unicorns run.
Jobetta's I'm curious about that shit.
Absolutely.
Oh shit, I almost forgot about cutting words.
What?
Don't forget about your cutting words.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can use my
I have so many
inspiration
spells.
dice. Okay, that's good because I dropped Vicious Mockery in favor of Prestidigitation.
Yeah,
That's
I
so
dropped
much utility.
I dropped Healing Word because I have in place of Fine Traps because I have so many healing spells now. Like the Healing Word. The only reason I kept it was because it was a bonus
You
action,
should never drop
so I could
Healing
just like throw that shit out.
Healing Word is the most broken healing spell ever. That shit is like, oh, I cast Cure Wounds on you, and then I cast Healing Word as a bonus action. Like, bro.
I'm good. on all that.
All right.
Well, as a cleric, you can just swap spells out like every rest. So.
Yeah, I can swap them out whenever. That's why. I wanted to find traps prepared going into this.
Well, I mean, keep in mind it's a 2-day ride, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And it takes me just a minute per spell that I like re-prepare to. That's all it takes. It's like a minute per spell that I'm re-preparing.
Oh, for sure.
And I have 11 spells. I can have 11 spells prepared. So like.
Nice.
Because I
You have 11 prepared?
Yeah, because I have 4. So I have 4 because I'm Disciple of Life that don't count against how many I can have prepared. So there's 4 that I always have.
Do you have level 2 slots now?
Yeah, I have 2 level 2 slots and 4 level 1 slots. So I can cast 6 spells between every trance.
It's great.
And some of them are like before we go into the actual crypt, I'm going to cast 8 on everybody, which will give all 3 of you your hit point maximum, and current hit points will increase by 5 for 8 hours.
Love it.
For 8 hours?
This is great. Now I can be rough on you guys if I have to.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on my hit point increase on this level, so
so not so much.
So
See, I now have 29 hit points.
I have 23 though, so I'm not doing bad for a bard.
Wait, hold on. So how many hit points do we get?
Depends on your class.
Well, you rolled a 1.
No, I'm saying
assuming that you're rolling at the beginning.
You would just take the average if you roll a 1.
so-
Because you could take 1d, whatever your class is. Like
Yeah,
for rogue,
it's
it's
1d.
1d8. You could take
Yeah, it's
that, or
1d8.
the average, which is 5.
Oh wait, so I rolled a 1, so I
Sure,
could take the
yeah.
average instead?
Yeah, you can
Yes.
take the average if you want.
Oh
Because
shit!
there's no point in leveling, and you're only going to gain 1 hit point. So,
Okay, so is that-
you would basically take the greater of the 2.
So
Yeah,
is that
see,
5
for me,
plus my proficiency bonus, or just the 5?
no, it's
Just
plus
5.
your.
Just the 5? Okay.
For
All
me,
right.
it's
Oh,
plus.
no, sorry. Plus your Constitution monitor. No,
Yeah,
no, that's when your first level. Sorry. Hold on. Let me go get the PHB.
It depends on your. I think it depends on your class. Like for me, it's
Right.
I do the D8 plus 5, so I added 13 to mine.
Yeah.
So if you like, you can look and roll 20.
It'll usually give you like a roll and a plus
It is
value,
just
and then an
average,
average.
and you only
Yeah.
get the combat on first level.
So my question is the when you say you can take the 5, is that the roll of 5 plus whatever your modifier, or
No,
So
you
it's
just take the 5.
So
You only
for
take 5.
okay?
for Bard,
Either way.
Bard, it's at 1. I'm looking at it right now, and it says hit points at higher levels, 1d8 or 5
Yeah.
plus your Constitution modifier per Bard level after first.
Okay. So I can take.
You
7.
can roll. Yeah, is your Constitution modifier 2?
Yeah.
Then it would be
So
yes.
that would be 5 plus 2.
Okay.
You'd add
Okay.
7.
Cool. So I'm at 27. All right. That's much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much better.
See,
Wow,
I got
that's
lucky.
nice.
I looked up and rolled an 8. When I rolled my dice, I rolled an 8.
That's last round last level up I did. So that was nice. But
I was struggling before that.
Now I can beat you guys up real good. Okay, perfect.
Listen,
Right.
Wait, Jabetta, you have a Constitution modifier of 5?
No, but it's mine's not. I don't think mine's a little bit different because
hers is just a flat addition, not a modifier addition.
Hold on.
I think was what she was saying. Character management. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Dungeons and Dragons at its purest form.
Hey Cody, you still
Luckily,
with
that's
us? You still interested in
that's-
playing Dungeons and Dragons?
That's the one thing.
Manic.
That's the one thing that I really love about Roll20 is that over on the right you can literally clear it and click on it, and all
Oh,
my
the
stuff,
compendium?
all my level up information
Yeah.
is on one. Yeah, it's all.
Well, no,
right.
I've got
I hate
like
that thing.
yeah.
I'd rather just use the book.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw. I don't know if he's still with us, but Manic said that like he'd totally be interested in playing. He's never played.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I saw that he cheered again and said, "Kashano, do it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shano, do it.
Well, yeah, when it,
Yeah,
that was.
I don't know.
I think that was
I
in
don't know
terms
what
of the
was
job.
I think that was
Oh,
in
and
regards to
yeah.
performing.
Yeah.
I'm
But
still
yeah,
trying to figure out how you
Yeah,
have.
but it was 100. It was 100 bits, and Kashano do it.
Nice. All right.
Ooh. What the hell?
Also, I have started
Oh.
speaking a little bit of Elvish. I don't know if you've noticed.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed. I've noticed, and I deeply appreciate it. Okay.
So
I've got
where's
like
your
a,
better
I
spell?
can't find like.
What?
Well,
How many?
I have so many
hit
spells.
points?
It'll be 5.
5.
I'm not gonna cast it until like. 'Cause it's just a 1-action cast, and it lasts for its concentration or anything. Or spell casting focus. I can use my holy symbol to cast it instead of the material.
Material components.
Yeah. I mean, it's not literally the material component is a strip of white cloth, so like it wouldn't even like.
does that mean she's gonna tear Kashano's shirt off at some point?
Maybe your sister. Maybe your sister.
All right. So we all good to go?
By the way, Sean, I don't know if I've explicitly said it, but my whole soul is like a necklace all the way around.
Oh yeah, I imagined as much.
Yeah, that's just the
what
easiest
usually
way to
is.
be able to like. One of them is anyway. I have another secret one,
Ooh.
but we won't get.
We'll get into that later, I imagine. Okay, are we good to go?
I think we're ready to rock.
All right.
I'm good to go. I'm
Always the
ready.
stronghold.
So you guys
Let's
are
go.
able to make it out of. Welcome back. Thank you for rejoining us. You continue on your journey. You're able to make it out of Avalon Keep and move up north. You get past Womford and the Barge Right Inn, and move along the Despering Valley Road towards Red Larch. And you can reach about Red Larch before it gets about too dark to travel. Do you want to keep going through the night or stop at an inn?
I say we stop at an inn.
Okay. There is one inn in Red Larch. It is known as the Drawn and Courtier.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's pull up and head on in. Is everybody coming in? Everybody looking to stay in the inn tonight? Or is somebody gonna sit by the cart?
Yeah. Let's see if we can. Let's see if you perform. If we can get a discount.
All right.
All right.
So yeah, let's go in and talk to the innkeeper.
So let's talk about trying to save money.
All right. Parked outside in a carriage house, there is
Let's
a kind of a gothic-looking cart with a bronze-clad horse that doesn't look entirely organic anymore. And the outside of the inn, there is a sign that says Drawn and Courtier, and underneath that sign, it says Acquisitions Incorporated.
The horse doesn't look.
No, the horse almost looks mechanical at this point.
Oh, I see, because it has a lot of armor and stuff. Right. Got it. Does it seem to be alive? Is it moving?
It is moving. Occasionally, like tucks into its armor plates and almost forms a ball and sits down.
Okay. Interesting. Acquisitions Incorporated.
Interesting.
Why does that sound familiar? No, like real world. Why does that sound familiar?
It does sound, doesn't it?
It does.
It's
Acquisitions Incorporated?
yeah.
It sounds like something the Ferengi would make.
It sounds extremely familiar.
It's familiar because it is.
It's a verb.
No, if you're familiar with.
This is a D&D team, isn't it? This is roll for it.
No, it's not Roll for It. It's Penny Arcade.
Penny Arcade.
Their group is known as Acquisitions Incorporated, and actually, all of their stuff actually in the Sword Coast is canon.
Love it. Okay.
So, this is all part of the canon now.
Right.
Okay. Let's see what
Right,
Krishan
so
knows
let's-
about Acquisitions Incorporated.
Okay.
Let's go.
What check?
You can do just like a history check or.
Okay, so add another one for Jack of all trades. So
Okay.
8. Not very good still.
You know that it is a large adventuring company. It is run by one Omenethus, and the only franchise of note operates in the Desrin Valley out of Red Larch in the Drawn and Courtier. And you have heard rumors that the Drawn and Courtier is operated by Omenethus Hereward Drawn's mother.
Gilberta's walking in. I'm just going in.
Yeah, you're just going in? All right.
I'm just trying to get a place to sleep for the night.
You
I'm
go
trying to get a place
inside.
to sleep for the night. I'm not trying to.
You go inside. There is a larger woman clad in armor. We got a friend. Sitting behind the bar, and she appears to be dressed like a paladin. And there is a bard strumming a lute on a stage, playing very nice music. And,
Nice.
inside, there is a copper dragonborn, a very old halfling woman, and a drow. Appears to be a spellcaster of some kind. They're all sitting at a table. And the inn is kind of a bustle with activity. And
Okay.
the woman behind the bar says, what can I do for you? Do you need a place to stay?
As Baz sees this drow, he gets a little jumpy.
It's a male drow, so I don't know if that's as jumpy for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, we
Alright.
are in need of accommodation.
Yes. Hi.
We are in need of accommodations, but I'm afraid we may not have much gold to spare. What are your rates for the evening?
It is 12 gold pieces of room. Or 12 silver pieces, sorry, my bad.
12 silver pieces? 12
As I
silver
tap
pieces.
Kashana on the shoulder,
Per night.
as I show him the bag of 200 gold, we have money.
Was it? Oh, yes, Baz. Your rock collection is very lovely. Please put your bag of rocks away for the moment. What's the conversion rate of gold to silver? Is it 100 or 10?
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I believe it's like 100 per piece, but let me look at the player's handbook, because I always forget.
You told me to keep control of this.
Yes, but don't tell them how much money we have.
Always
How we
forget the currency,
negotiate.
how much it is per each one.
Like, you guys said, hey, Baz, you got control of the money, right? Yeah. As I ran to go get it.
Here it is.
Was it 200 or 200 a piece that we got last time?
It was 200.
Okay.
All right, so the exchange rate from silver to gold is 10 pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a bit steep. I'm not sure what your vacancy rates like tonight. Could you perhaps accept 1 gold piece per room?
That's more than what it costs. It's 12 silver pieces.
I thought you said it was 10 to 1.
Oh, it is 10 to 1. Never mind. Yeah, you're absolutely right. One.
I was about
Oh God. Okay.
to say.
Make a perception check.
Kashano, you should have just gone with it.
Sorry. A persuasion. Sorry.
Oh.
I meant persuasion.
Same.
Either way.
She says, "You're new around here, right?"
Yes, just passing through.
Most definitely.
All right. The gold piece. One room for all of you?
I suppose we'll need 4 rooms.
I can spare 2.
2? Yes, I suppose that will have to do.
2's great.
All right. But there'll be 2 gold pieces then.
Okay. Baz, could you get those 2 gold pieces out of your rock bag?
Out of your rock bag, yes. Just 2. Don't need to see your rocks.
All right. Baz, you pay the woman?
Great.
Great.
Just disregard him.
Discreetly
Great.
take
Alright.
the 2 gold pieces and
Okay.
quickly hide the bag again. They're just rocks. Nothing more.
Okay.
She kind of rolls her eyes and she's like, "All right, just don't start any trouble. We got enough of that around here as it is."
Understood, ma'am.
So Kushano's actually gonna say, why don't you take the rooms? Yibi and I will sleep in the cot and keep lookout just to be safe. We're not familiar with this town.
Isabel's already on that one.
Isabella's already said she was going to stay with the mule.
Yeah, Zabelle's gonna stay with Jack.
Oh, is Belle staying with Jack? Okay, great. Well then Yibi and I will take a room.
All right. So I guess that puts Baz and Gilbetta in a room. They don't require much sleep
No.
anyways.
I'm not. No.
With that creepy ass speaking staff.
I'm trying to darken
I'm not
my-
sleeping in the same room as that bloody thing.
You don't even sleep.
It's better. Everything will be fine.
Exactly.
It's either that or you take
Okay.
or you take the room with Kashano. So there's only 2.
With me
You
and
can
Yibi?
trance in a cart enclosed with everybody else. You can trance in a room. Like,
Alright, so when he sees that Gilbetta's freaked out by this, Kushano's going to lean down to Yibi and say, actually, perhaps you could do a bit of secret work for me. Spend the night in Baz's room and keep an eye and an ear out for anything strange with that staff.
Yibi gives you a little thing and says, "Yibi do."
Okay.
Do you want him to live?
Do you have any idea how many
You don't-
goblins
but see-
Baz has killed?
But
This is
But
just
Baz
one
doesn't
punch.
know. Baz
That's a
doesn't know
single
that.
punch for me, man.
All right, so
Bitch don't matter. Bitch don't matter. Baz doesn't know.
Yibi goes to stay with Baz.
Alright.
Great.
Okay, fantastic. Go to our
Makes
room.
like
I,
he
Kashano,
makes like a bed in the corner.
I have my issues with you, but you're better than a weird staff.
Hey,
Well, nothing to worry about. I plan to sleep heavily. And he takes out the meat and takes a long pole off it.
Okay, does a long pole get?
God.
Where is he doing this long pole?
In the room.
Oh,
he's like sitting down on the bed.
On the floor. No, well, if you're sitting down on the bed, you just fall right back.
Just fully dressed.
Fall right back, and you're completely out of it. And with that low of a roll, you wake up, and you're swimming
Yep.
in this dark sea, and you're surrounded by these smiling faces, and you feel like you're part of this greater whole. you're part of this larger being, this organization, and you're just moving through this space. And you can tell that everything is going to be okay. It's all going to be fine. And you feel tangible joy coming out from these spaces around you. And you can devour it. You can eat it up. So he's like flailing around at the back.
He's just like breathing it in and like feeling invincible joy.
Yeah. Jobetta, what are you up to?
But first of all, she rolls her eyes when Kashano just drinks and passes out. And then, are there 2 beds?
There's just the one.
Or one? Okay, then I'm gonna find a nice comfy spot. You know what? I think he's pretty passed out. I'm just gonna roll him in the floor.
Okay. He doesn't wake up. He doesn't wake up at all. There's an audible thud. And he's just like toast. And you've got the bed to yourself.
And then I'm gonna take the bed.
Yeah. All right. So you take the bed and trance. Zavel, you're out with the cart. What do you do for your night? Do you just like lay back on the cart?
Well, he's gonna be inside of the cart, but like close to the like either the front of the cart where like the horse is, if there's an opening there, or near the back of the cart. And he's going to be sleeping in like power nap increments of like maybe 15 minutes or so, and just kind of checking to see if he can hear anything or anything like that. He's sleeping fairly light.
Okay, just keeping an eye out to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want anybody jacking the cart because they're gonna be shit up a creek if that happens.
Yeah, no. If you guys have to walk, it's gonna be a long trip.
Yeah.
Okay. So Zavel is pretty good for perception for the night. Keeps good watch. Baz, how do you sleep for the night? Hebe is just kind of like taking up a quarter of the room. He has his own bedroll, and he unrolls it and kind of sleeps soundly by himself.
I'm going to walk up to him.
Yep.
I'm going to lift him up.
Okay.
And throw him in the closet.
All right. He does little to protest.
Goodness.
And then once I shut it, no offense, but you creep me out.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, lays his stuff back out and goes to sleep.
And then on the bed, I'll meditate to the staff again.
Okay. You meditate on the staff, and you actually hear a voice coming from the staff, and it says another master.
Yee!
Evie's doing kung fu in the closet.
I'm gonna immediately after hearing that go downstairs.
All right, you go downstairs, and everyone's asleep at this point because it's gotten late at night, so it's empty.
I'm gonna have to clench it. Show me where.
You catch an image of the older halfling woman. She's holding another staff, and you see an image of her enveloping herself in shadow and creating these like shadow-like constructs to attack her enemies.
Oh, so cool.
Oh my god!
You should make note of this woman. You can learn much from her.
I'm going to, given that everybody's asleep,
Yeah.
I'm going to go to my room and I'm going to go to sleep, but try to be up really early in the morning.
Okay. All right. So everybody has their night's sleep. All right.
When
nothing happens in the
when
night.
I wake up, when we wake up, when Kashana,
Okay. When Kashana wakes up.
I have a thing. When Kashana when I wake up, I'm gonna tell him, since he passed out drunk, I'm gonna tell him the last night was, and then kind of smile at him.
Well, I missed that. You're lagging out hard.
That last night was a shit.
Oh.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, you're lagging out real hard.
And now?
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna tell Kashano that last night was a blast, and then kind of smile coyly.
All right. Well, because he, like, off the floor, he just jumps up, feeling like $1 million.
Yeah. No, you were on a psychedelic journey all night, so you have no idea what happened.
Yeah. So he wakes up feeling great, and
yeah.
He's like, "Oh, good morning, Gilbert." And when she says that, he's like, all right. All right, then.
Very well. All right. Zavel, you have a pretty uneventful night out on the cart. It's not long before morning comes and you have kind of a semi-restful sleep while you're keeping track of everything going on. And Baz, you said you awakened first, so you're up at the crack of dawn.
Yeah. I'm gonna have the staff on the table.
Okay.
And patiently wait for this halfling older woman.
When you wake up, she's already downstairs. She's got a coffee in both hands, and she's just kind of drinking it slowly while she shuffles through some mail.
I immediately go to her, put the staff, and kneel and say, "Master."
She says, "Oh dear, you don't have to do that." And she kind of puts a small hand out to you, and she says, "Rosie Bee Stinger."
Baz.
Nice to meet you, Baz. So you're a monk too?
Yes. I have seen your skills through the staff, through visions.
Oh. Well, that's interesting.
If there's anything you could teach me.
Well, I mean, I'm a little tied up right now. One of my party members just disappeared from this plane. But keep in touch. I'll look you up when I got a moment.
I'm situated at the Avalon Knights Academy.
All right. Well, you stick to your training, and I'll look you up when I get a free moment. Teach you what I can about the shadows.
Master.
She says, "You're sweet." And she's just like a loving grandma. She's just like...
So this one's correct.
Returns to her coffee and shuts through her mail.
After the
Kushana's gonna look for that bard. Is he down here this morning?
It is a lady, and she is not up yet.
Okay. What race was she?
She was a half-elf.
Okay. Then in that case, he's gonna ask whoever's at the counter or bar or whatever. Pardon me, is the proprietor of the inn around this morning?
The same armored woman says yes. It's me, Prophetess Drawn.
Oh, you are Mrs. Drawn. It is quite an honor to meet you. I've heard tales of your family.
Yeah, a lot of people have. My son's kind of a big deal. What did you want to know about?
Well, actually, perhaps you'd be able to help us. Are you aware? I'm sure you're aware of the the Wailing Crypt. Are you aware of a second level to this crypt?
I've never heard anything about a second level to the crypt.
So much for discretion.
Is there a second level of the crypt?
Well, that's what we're trying to find out. I heard rumors in a tavern down the road, and it seemed strange. I thought someone of your experience might be aware.
Well, my experience is mostly in combat. I'm a paladin at Timora.
Yes. Of course. Well, perhaps your bard has heard stories. I know bards often have information. Do you know where they might be in this morning?
She's probably sleeping in. She's kind of getting over something right now. Her girlfriend disappeared to another plane of existence.
Oof, yes, that's always rough. Well, if she does happen to come down before we depart, I would very much appreciate if you could pass along the message that I might like to speak with her briefly.
I'll hold out for it, but I wouldn't hold my breath.
Very good. Well, thank you, and thank you for the accommodations last night.
No problem.
Very comfortable.
Always welcome to have visitors at the Drawn
And
Court.
Jobetta is gonna say yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the room. And she's gonna say this specifically is for you on top of the price of the room, and she's gonna tip her 3 gold coins.
Oh, excellent. She says, thank you very much. She's quite happy and quite pleased.
Yeah. Yeah. I had 113 and it was bugging me that it was an odd number. So.
And you're like, now it's even. That's, look, most important thing.
Yeah.
Kashano never knows how much money he has on him.
Yeah.
Money's kind of
just
fluid.
like shuffles in his pockets and jiggles school.
Yeah.
It's easier that way. All right, Zabel. Eventually everybody comes out of the Drawn and Courtier, and you're just kind of relaxing on the cart.
He's actually like trying to like shoot squirrels and shit. Like he's trying to catch them some food.
You notice that the squirrels around here are very unusual. They are organized and militant, and some of them are wearing very tiny suits of armor and shields.
Man, he was out there on the hunt.
Yeah, no, like, and these squirrels are formidable. There's like some Watership Down type shit going on here. Like these
He's like
squirrels are
cross-eyed
armored.
and shit, like trying
We
to
should have
follow
brought
them.
Riptide
Yeah.
with us.
They're like,
He's not ready yet.
they've got like swords and shields. They mount a defense and retreat to a tree. Like
his mind is blown right now. He's just like, are you
this
serious?
is incredible. We have to come back here.
Other than that, he's not really doing too much of anything else.
Okay, so you guys come outside, and Zabella's running around chasing squirrels.
Are we ready to get on the road? Zavelle, are we ready to get on the
I
road?
suppose.
All right,
He just shrugs and goes back and climbs up on the mule. He's just like, okay.
all right. Cool. Do you guys grab a cookie snack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a stew
Yeah.
bun.
All right, grab one of Cookie Stew buns. Give yourselves 4 temporary hit points,
4? Okay, great.
Okay.
and you guys can head up north towards Westbridge.
All right.
Not so that we
I
go.
would like to roll perception once we get on the road, just to make sure that there's nothing that needs to be shot en route.
Okay. All right. So you're keeping pretty good track of things. You don't notice anything that needs to be shot en route, but you're keeping your eye out. You got your crossbow ready. You do happen to come across, as you guys approach Westbridge, there is a fallen tree, and another cart is trying to move it. It's blocking the road. And this is as you get out.
Gilberto's gonna jump out, try to help.
Boom! Punch the tree.
All right, there are two.
No. Gilberto says,
What?
Gilberto says what?
Punch the tree?
oh no, I was gonna wait for Sean to finish.
Okay, no, go ahead.
Gilberto just, hello, need some help? Like this, pretty much.
Punch the tree!
All
yeah,
right,
I'm sorry. Who are these people? Who is there? Before you punch things.
There are two what appear to be human males looking at the tree next to this cart.
Okay.
And it's a nicer cart than yours. It's actually kind of like covered and it has seating. It's almost like a cart that you would transport like notable people in.
Okay.
And
does their cart have a horse or?
So yeah, what's full?
Yes, it has a horse actually. It's a horse-drawn cart.
An actual horse. Okay, fantastic.
Should we? Should we rig something to hook our sturdy animals up to pull this log out of the road, or what?
Let's talk to these people. Greetings, fellow travelers. It seems you've run into a bit of trouble.
To the people.
Okay.
The guys turn around and they turn around and the one kind of like points at the tree and shrugs, and the other one says, "That's my brother Daryl. He doesn't speak much. The tree done fell over and he's blocking the road. We're just trying to figure out how to move it."
All right.
I see. And where are you headed to?
We should be able to just rig the horses up. Oh my gosh! Why do you care?
We're just headed up to Tribal.
Can we please just get the tree? Can we please just get the tree out of the road so we can go on?
I punched the tree.
You punch the tree? Okay, punch the tree. It's all he knows.
You turns expecting splinters.
You punch the tree. What's the damage on that?
You beat the tree's armor class. It did not dodge.
No, it doesn't dodge. The tree does not dodge you. The tree leaps up and moves out of the way. It's like I've waited many years for a win.
I'm saying.
So you do 5 damage to the tree. You create a fist mark in it, but you do not move the tree. And as you go to punch
it, is just gonna ignore.
As you go to punch the tree, you hear from inside the cart, and out pops a gnoll from the cart. He leaps out, and the two men throw off their cloaks and produce long swords.
I punch one of them.
This is why I tried to figure out who people are.
Hang on, there's an intro.
Nope, I punch him.
You just punch him?
Nope, I punch him.
Who do you punch?
The gnoll who jumped out.
The gnoll who jumped, he leaps out and you punch him. Alright, roll me an attack roll on this, because this could be awesome.
What's a gnoll?
A gnoll is like an anthropomorphic hyena.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
Okay, there, you get it now. I'll do it now. Punch!
Yeah.
That's what you were looking for.
Okay. So you punch him. He leaps out. You fell right into my... You didn't even let me finish!
Doesn't matter. I don't like it.
I didn't tell you, you asshole!
I don't let anyone get the element of surprise against me.
My God.
Okay, and now we're in initiative, everybody.
Wow, I guess that was the punchline, huh?
Great.
Hey! Upon hearing that, prestidigitation does a rim shot.
Ah!
Ugh,
Rolling.
taking my time today.
Excellent.
There it goes. Mine took like a good minute to fucking roll.
You know, if we like kill these guys, we're taking their cart. I just want you guys to know that.
Just throwing that out there. This card is
just
out.
letting you
But we're
know.
done.
As everyone's drawing their
They have an
weapons, Sabelle's just like, we're
actual
gonna steal this cart, right?
And what was the
They have
damage on
replay
that attack, Baz? 7? Okay.
Can Jovetta like abstain? Can she just like refuse to fucking
Look, you
take
can
part in this
hold your
bullshit?
action and not do anything if you want.
I'm tempted to just stay where I'm at and watch this unfold. And just watch everybody, and then wait
I'm
till they
tempted
do all
to just
their
let Baz handle this on his own.
Look, this is going to be a great show. You're going to love it.
Mister,
You're
I'm
love
gonna
it.
punch.
He
I'm gonna punch
started
everybody
it.
before we can figure out who they are.
You're gonna love every moment of this.
Isabel's gonna be like selling concessions.
Hey, Beth. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first up is the Knoll after getting punched in the face. Takes a moment to compose himself. Oh! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As I was saying, you have fallen right into our trap. I am Rumble Snarl. This is my brother Daryl and my other brother Daryl. And together, we are the Guild Rogues Order War Team Lima. Go Team Growl! And he pulls out a sword and swings at you.
All right, that was elaborate.
Man, I really kind of wanted to punch him during his whole introduction.
But you had to wait.
I did too.
He's like in the freaking Ginyu Force.
Oh yeah, no, this is full on. This is.
This
I
is
hope you-
ridiculous.
I hope you like.
Star when he's trying to talk and then Goku keeps punching him.
Yeah. Just the exact same thing happened. I hope you like recurring garbage villains because I fucking love them. And he misses terribly. You get none of that. So he
He has
takes a
one
swing
job.
at you and does nothing. He just whiffs really bad. And then we go into Baz or Zavel. Who got the higher initiative on that one? It's Zavel. Zavel then Baz.
Isabel.
Cool. If I'm sitting on the mule, how far away am I from everybody?
Well, you're not on the mule. You're like in the driver's seat of the cart. So you're pretty far back. I'm gonna say you're at least 15 feet away.
Perfect. I have a crossbow. I'm
Okay.
gonna shoot the knoll between the eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot Rumble Snarl. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use a bonus action though,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do a stealth check, and then I'm going to shoot him.
Just like slips under the cart and like upside.
Yes,
Okay.
because he has to do like the absolute most for anything.
Yeah. Like.
So fucking extra.
Holy shit.
He's been waiting to shoot shit all day.
He's ready. This is bad news. So Rumble Snarl does his thing, and he's like, "Ha ha!" And like a trail of blood leads down his face, and there's a pause. He's like, "Ah!"
Do I get the sneak attack on that?
Damn
I
it,
should factor that
Daryl!
in.
You were supposed to block. And the talking Daryl hits the other Daryl, and he's like, "Yeah, block it, Daryl." He's like,
Yeah, block it, Daryl.
Is Yibi in this initiative?
yeah, let's throw Yibi in the initiative. Why not? He's still part as well. You can roll for Yibi's initiative.
All right.
He gets +0.
He gets +0, so just roll a 20.
Yeah, just roll 20, and that's where Yibi is in the initiative.
Okay. Oof. Take his time.
He's at the bottom of the list. Yibi is not combat ready.
He's
All
waiting
right.
until after Kashana makes a move.
Nah.
Evie's like, I learned
Dude, this is why I don't like
once. I learned.
Yeah,
I need to get a super
Rumblesnarl
cigarette 'cause it's gonna take a while.
got all of that, and he is not doing okay.
Did I get the sneak on that?
Yeah, you know what? Throw the sneak up on that. Why not? This was not a well thought out ambush.
It was one of y'all.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that wasn't well thought out on their part.
He's not okay. He's barely hanging on. And then it's Bass's turn. Yeah, Baz is going to punch him. That's a hit, Baz. All right. So you throw a haymaker at him, and his snout just like a spray of blood and saliva as he collapses to the ground after absorbing your hit.
Then I'm just gonna dash to the other first arrow.
Okay.
With my bonus second attack.
All right.
No,
that's not enough to hit Daryl. He's made of tougher stuff.
All right. That'll be it for me then.
All right. And after that, we go into Gilbetta.
Great. I'm standing right next to them because I was already talking to them.
Yeah, like talking to people and everything.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna, on whichever one is closest to me, I don't know which one that is. I'm gonna cast inflict wounds.
Okay.
So, and I'm gonna cast it as level 2, so it's 4d10 instead of 3d10.
Okay, that was talking Daryl would be the closest to you.
Hit him.
It's like a check, right? That he has to defend against it?
Yo.
Oh, no, it's a touch. But a 9 isn't enough.
No, yeah, it's touch.
That would have ended him, though.
Yeah.
He's like, whoa!
And I'm gonna as a bonus action, I'm gonna evoke a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And it takes the shape of the Wand of Four Moons, which is the Mace of Selûne.
Okay. That's incredible.
And then I can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of them. This is at the same guy.
Okay. So talking Daryl. Make a swing at him.
I guess. Oh, I don't. No, okay, it doesn't automatically do it. All right. Just weird. I didn't know if it would automatically. I didn't know if it would do the attack roll from the spell or not. So that would be. What do I have to roll?
Yeah, roll your melee spell attack. So it looks like you get +6. So make a D20 roll +6.
So that's a third.
That's a 13. That's enough to hit Daryl. So
Okay.
then it's
And a D8.
D8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier.
Which is. So you take 10 damage.
Ouch.
Nice.
From the spiritual.
This mace, this spiritual holy god mace that comes down. So he gets hit with that. He's like, "Oh god, Daryl, grab her. Oh, we gotta get out of here."
Yeah.
So he runs away to go pick up Rumblesnarl, and
Wait, the Daryl that I tried to punch?
Yes. So you make a opportunity swing against him.
Isabel's gonna yell from like the background, "Break his legs!"
Just like
So,
the blood.
I'm sorry, it broke.
Oh, what was that?
It broke up, so I didn't hear what you said there. When you said he ran.
Oh, just Baz was making an attack, and
Oh, okay.
the Bella's got the bloodlust. All right, so yeah, you nail him for some more damage. He kind of takes your punch and stumbles to the side a bit. He's like, "We surrender. You are very powerful. Cohort and be gone from this place."
Don't let him leave. Not again.
Are you out of initiative?
No, Kashano, it's your turn.
Okay, yeah, Kashano's annoyed by this whole thing because he was gonna get the cart without having to fight anybody, but that's fine. Burn level 2 spell slots. What is everybody's still alive?
You don't have to burn level 2 spells.
No, you burned your level 2 spell slot. I'm saying.
Everyone's fine.
Yeah, but
got rocked.
yeah,
to the
but we
point
just started.
He's on the ground.
Okay, Kashano's gonna run over and to the horse.
Okay.
And jump on the horse and attempt. No, he's gonna jump on the horse and cut the ropes, whatever's tying it to the cart, with his rapier.
Called a harness.
Okay.
Harness, thank you.
All right.
What do you need me to roll for that?
Roll an attack against the harness and give you damage. Or just roll damage against it. You can.
Okay. What would I just roll? I'll just roll rapier here. All right.
Yeah.
Wait, don't give me the damage. Give me the damage. There we go. 19.
19 is your damage? Holy crap.
I think so. Well, how do I make it? Okay, wait. Let me just do this manually. 1d8. Yeah, no, it's 1d8 plus 3. That can't be 19.
There's no way.
Yeah,
Let's just roll a d8.
You rolled a
d20.
d20.
Okay.
That's incredible.
So it's 9. 9.
Yeah. Okay. So 9 damage against it. You snap off the harness, and the horse just kind of looks back at you.
Oh, no, I'm on the horse.
Oh, you're on the horse. Okay, so you cut off the harness and you're on the horse.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. And then I'm going to just turn to the bloodied people and say, "You may leave with your lives now."
Thank you, sir. I'm going to gather up Rumbles now.
All right. Fantastic.
Other Daryl gathers up Rumbles now and they try to make a break for it.
What?
I want to shoot him in the legs.
Well, we're back
Oh my
up.
God.
We're back up to the top. Well, actually, no. We're at Yibi now. What do you instruct Yibi to do?
Oh my God. Yibi.
I instruct Yibi to. My whole plan is just like keep their shit and be done with this. So, I'm just gonna tell Yibi to, go detaching the mule from that cart, because we're gonna hook him up to this one and
Okay.
ride the horse.
All right. So you instruct Yibi. Yibi's like, all right, he goes do it. These guys spend their turn gathering up their wounded comrade and retreating for the hills. You can still see them. They haven't gotten fully away by the time we go back to the top of the round with Zavel.
I want to shoot one of the Daryls in the back while they're running, preferably
Okay.
the one that's holding up the knoll.
They're both holding him up. They're both holding him up as kind of like a shoulders and legs kind of
Then I'm
position.
going for the left one.
Okay.
The one on the left.
The one on the left? All right.
Yes.
They're getting very mixed messages right now. From
They're having a hard day.
Party. You can leave with your lives and get shot at.
I didn't agree to shit.
I didn't say I was speaking for everyone.
All right, let's see this attack roll.
It's there.
Oh, is it? Oh, I'm not scrolled down. That's cool. There it is. Yeah, no, that'll do it.
I'm just going to shoot him in the back just for adding insult to injury,
Yeah.
and they can limp with whatever they have left.
All right, so you shoot him in the back, and it's Silent Daryl, and Silent Daryl doesn't even like say anything or like cry out in pain. He just stumbles to the ground and drops Rumble Snarl, and they kind of roll into a ditch together. And they kind of pick him up again, and they try to retreat off to the woods.
Oh man, he's like full hick mode right now. He's hooting and hollering. He's having the ball.
You ever come back here, we'll kill you.
Got him, boys! And Jabetta.
And it's Baz go.
Oh, where are they?
They're down in a ditch now. You could probably still reach them.
I'm a full speed ahead and like running jump, like come down with my fist on them.
Okay. It's coming down.
And we know in the past periods where they were very equitable.
Yeah, no, you Superman punch him.
I said, so, yes. Post what you
Yeah,
And
no.
then I'm gonna do a bonus action, Fury of Blows.
Talking Daryl is down.
Oh! Other Daryl's getting this Fury of Blows, man.
Okay, Silent Daryl is getting the Fury of Blows now.
And second,
Yeah, that'll do it.
so first one, and then so 12 damage total.
Alright, so Talking Daryl is in a bloody heap under your fists, and they're just kind of all in a heap at the bottom of this ditch. And we're out of initiative.
All right.
All right. So, yes, my plan here is
So
we're gonna use. We're gonna.
here's the thing.
Okay.
We still need to move the tree.
That's what I was gonna say. We're gonna tie the horse to the tree to move it out of the way, and meanwhile rig the mule up to the good cart and transfer
I'm
stuff
gonna.
to the cart.
Before we do that, I'm gonna cast mend on the fucking harness that you slit in. So you can actually use it.
Okay.
Okay, but let's untie it and shit first, because we gotta.
Because I don't. A harness once
You do it properly.
once it's cut, it doesn't work all that well.
Right, but the goal is
What?
to keep them
For
from
the cart?
getting on the cart and turning around or something.
Okay, I'm going to.
Okay,
set
but I'm just
their
saying,
thing
I
on
still
them.
need to mend the harness. So
Okay,
I'm gonna
yes, mend the harness.
Okay.
Whatever. We're doing this. We're moving the tree. We're getting the shit hooked up. We're getting stuff transferred over. We're gonna see what's on the cart. All that
Okay.
stuff.
So you get the horse hooked up to move the tree, and you guys repair the harness. Baz, you look over them and see what they have on them. They have each of them has long swords. Rumble Snarl has a spear on him. He also has a battle standard that he wasn't able to pull out, and it says "Go Team Growl" on it.
Kashano's gonna instruct Yibi in the meantime of all this to go down and like pile up some leaves and dirt and shit on top of those bodies to obscure them, just in case someone looks over in that ditch.
There was no gold?
No, they didn't have any gold on them.
Alright, well, I'm going to take the spears, the spear, the sword, and the banner.
Okay, you take the banner. Insult to injury.
Ooh, no, that's good. Make a note that
You
we
gotta
have
put
that.
it in your room like a fucking trophy.
We might have to false flag somebody,
Go Team Growl.
right?
Yeah. All right. So you got the Go Team Growl banner. You got. Do you take all of the long swords? There's 3 of them.
Yes.
Okay, so you take 3 long swords and a spear. There is a small storage trunk on the back of this cart that you guys have just acquired, so you feel you could probably throw some stuff in there.
Cool. Anything else on the cart?
Great.
Do some searches of the cart. Give me an investigate check.
So that's a 10.
Y'all are some shitty investigators.
It's a cart, all right.
Great.
This cart could contain the secrets of the universe. None of you are going to know anything about it.
Well, what we could do is one of us can give the
I have
other advantage by helping.
Okay.
Betta wants to tie the horse to the back of the cart so that it'll follow along and ride the horse, and while she trances for the rest of the day's journey.
Okay.
But why don't we keep the horse on the cart? Because it has a faster move speed than a mule.
In case we need to send somebody off in a hurry, I think it's good to have
You
the
can
horse
send the mule,
mobile.
though. The horse should be on the cart.
No, I mean, like, if somebody has to ride ahead.
They
I'd
can
rather
ride the mule. If we
Guys,
keep the horse on the
guys.
cart, we can move faster.
But seriously, we're just gonna leave all this stuff on this cart.
No, we're taking the cart
No, we're transferring everything over.
to the new
We're
cart.
taking the cart.
This is
Yeah,
our
the
cart.
new
Good
cart's
cart.
a covered cart. We have a shitty cart, so we're taking the new one. But we should put the horse on the cart and leave the mule to ride as like the
Taking-
sidecar. So if we need to send somebody off, they could ride the mule.
But I think if we have to send a scout ahead, it's better to have them moving faster. I mean, the crypt isn't going anywhere.
I'd rather the
Do they
cart
even
have
have-
the horse, because if we need to escape, we have a faster animal.
So, Baz, what do you guys think?
He just thumbs up.
I'm just happy that we're stealing things.
Yeah.
We're doing crimes.
I'm so glad we beat some people to death in a ditch and stole a cart. This journey is everything I dreamed it would be.
We're just going full murder hobo.
No,
Joe
I'm not a murder
Betta,
hobo.
listen, Joe Betta just.
Hey,
Joe Betta,
I would rather
listen,
have them.
Joe Betta just.
Right.
Shut up!
Oh my gosh.
Nat 20 on your animal handling. Who are you handling?
So I just listen. I'm gonna like basically talk to this mule
Okay,
and be like, listen,
talk to Jack.
can you be as fast as this horse? Yeah.
Okay, animal handling does not get you to
Because the
speak
thing
with
about
animals,
this,
but-
Let's speak with animals.
the thing about mules, right? While yes, the horse may be faster, mules are strong.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're pulling the cart. I think we would want the mule to pull the cart
Your animal handling check.
because that's what
Tell-
mules are for.
Your animal handling tells you that this mule can pull the cart. The horse can definitely pull the cart faster. This is a big horse. This is a cart horse.
All right, Joe Betta officially does not fucking care, and she's just gonna get in the back and trance, and she's gonna say, "Don't fucking speak to me."
Okay, hook up the horse to the cart then. We're spending too much time on this.
All right. As you go into the back, there's like pillows laid out. There is like an upholstered bench for you to sit on.
Great, I'm taking all of that.
There's one on one side and another one on the other side, and there are doors on each side.
I thought you were riding the horse.
The-
I'm done. You can figure it out. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
The cart is adorned in. It has kind of like silver inlays along the sides, and it's painted in red.
All right, I'm gonna ask Yibi how his mule handling skills are.
EB kind of goes, Let's see. Yibi and this mule are compatible.
Okay. then Yibi will ride the mule in front of the horse and the cart, and I'll walk along with him.
Okay.
And Zavella, you driving the horse and the cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Let me see if I have enough animal handling to sufficiently do that.
Let's see.
Ew.
Nope.
The horse is a little big for Zabel because he is only 2'6".
I'll help her
So
out.
he's having a few difficulties with handling the reins and stuff, unless I need to do a strength check for that.
No, Baz is not riding the horse either. Okay,
Baz and
Kashano's gonna
Zabel
ride the
are-
horse.
Okay.
Okay.
Drive
So
with riding the mule. Kashano's driving the cart. Jobetta's chilling in the back. What are you guys doing?
Where are you guys going?
if Baz is sitting up front with Koshano, then Zabel can ride on the back of the mule with Yibi since they're about the same height anyway. So if there's any danger, he can try to shoot things or whatever on the back of the mule, or be able to let you guys know behind with like hand signals or whatever.
Brokeback mule.
Cool.
All right. So you guys do that, and you head on out.
All right.
So,
Is our journey more than 4 hours?
yeah, because you guys, this happened around late afternoon, so it's almost evening by the time you guys reach Tribor, and then you guys have enough time to go from Tribor to Yartar.
Did anybody take?
About a trance and get all our spell slots back.
Nah,
No, nobody got hit. It was,
Okay.
it was,
No, none of us.
it was
are
a
there.
massacre. It was a
it was a
massacre.
landslide.
Okay, great.
All right.
Everybody's top notch.
So there was a short rest, so get that a key point.
All right. So you guys can, you make your way to Yartar. You arrive at Yartar late at night, so you can find a place to sleep. Or if you like, you can even sleep in the cart.
This is a pretty nice cart.
But
So maybe we should
I
sleep in
was
the cart.
gonna sleep in this.
It's a pretty nice cart.
Yeah, I say we just go
night.
stuff.
Is there like a river nearby?
There are Yartar forks 3 rivers.
Great. Jovetta's gonna go find the nearest, like, then walking distance river, and just that's where she's gonna stay for the night and just
Okay.
fuck these people.
Okay, just gonna go for a swim.
I'm going to at night,
Yep.
once we park, look through the cart again.
Okay. So you guys park the cart. Jobetta storms off and goes for a swim.
I'm going to keep watch. Also, can I do some type of investigation or, excuse me, knowledge or perception on the type of cart, like the colors, the markings, to kind of get a grasp of what type of cart we've commandeered, just in the event that we draw more attention than we probably already are bringing to ourselves with such a grand cart?
Sure. Give me another investigation check to see if you can figure out what you can learn about the owners of this cart.
I don't know jack shit.
You don't
I
know
just know
nothing.
it's a nice
When it
cart.
comes to investigating this cart, none of you guys know anything. Baz, you got with your 10.
It's a mysterious ass cart.
Yeah, no, this cart could hold all the mysteries of the universe. You would have no idea.
Man,
With your 10, Baz, you know that this cart probably belongs to somebody who is pretty wealthy. You're pretty sure it didn't belong to those bandits that you guys quickly dispatched. They likely acquired it in some way.
This cart is stolen.
Oh,
Change the
shit.
plates.
Yes, by us.
Change the plates. If we get pulled over, you didn't see shit.
So what sort of establishments are in this town?
It's a pretty all establishments. There's inns, all manner of bars. There's a couple of...
Is there any sort of general store or hardware store where one might acquire some paint?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Question.
It's not currently open. You probably have to go in the morning.
Okay, fantastic. In the meantime, perhaps we should park this cart discreetly behind a building in an alley.
Yeah, maybe. If I have a disguise kit, would I be able to fashion some type of like logo, like a makeshift logo for like our academy to look like it is like a vehicle of our organization or some place that we are pretending to be due to my charlatan background?
Give me a performance check on it.
Alrighty. And I also have a forgery kit with proficiency in that, as well as disguise.
So
Excuse me,
do
just
it with advantage.
Alrighty, I can do that. So I will give you 2 of those. The higher of the 2 would be an 11.
So you give like a fifth grader's drawing of what he might remember of the Avalon Knights Academy symbol on the side with your stuff, and it's like, yeah, that's good enough. You feel like it might fool some people.
Okay.
But your 11 doesn't get you super far.
Yee.
Okay.
But you guys have a kind of disguise on now.
Okay. So we're going to park kind of discreetly, and it's kind of disguised, and hope we don't get spotted through the night, because first thing in the morning, Krishana's going to grab some paint and see if we can do a better job on this.
Okay.
If anybody asks, we fell in contact with some rough sorts. They beat up our logo a little bit, but we'll get it fixed up first thing we head into town, and it's business as usual.
All right.
And
Nice.
punch people.
Nice.
No.
No,
Don't punch the cart, Baz.
All right.
Punch Yeeby?
Please don't punch Yeeby.
Yeah, don't punch Yeeby.
As I look to Yeeby, you're safe this time.
As you mess with him and you mess with me, as small folk, we gotta stick together. Collectively, we're almost your height.
I imagine
Sure.
Yeeby's listening to all this and just goes, Yeeby!
Yee! There is a nearby inn near the river, near where the rivers intersect, and it's called the Babbling Brook.
Perhaps we slay, given our present traveling circumstance.
So you guys gonna go stay at the Babbling Brook, or are you gonna sleep at the cart? What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go check out the Babbling Brook.
All right.
I'm gonna go
You check out-
Just come with me.
You go into the Babbling Brook. There's a half-elf man behind the bar. Says, "Welcome to the Babbling Brook. What can I do for you?"
Good evening, sir. What is your vacancy for the evening?
I got a couple rooms. Shield Meat isn't on right now, so we've got a lot of space.
Shield meat?
Is a lot of the lords of their land. You get together, hire out knights, and that kind of thing. It's kind of a big hubbub. It's like an adventuring convention.
I see. Very good. Let me check with my party to see how many rooms we need. Guys, does anybody care where we staying? Are we staying in the cart? Are we staying in the inn? Seems pretty mellow around here.
I'm staying in the car.
I say we, given the good nature of the cart, we should probably stick to it. You don't want another group of people who might, jump out and just punch us and take the cart. I mean,
Okay.
what are the odds of that happening?
Yes, I agree. So we'll run shifts and guard the car. We're gonna stay with the car tonight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
Does
All
that
right.
get you, Joe
So you
Bennett?
stay with the cart for the night. Everybody can sleep in. You can sleep 2 people in the cart. Somebody could probably sleep on the roof. Gilbetta, you're out at the river, enjoying a swim, cooling off. Roll a perception check.
9.
Hey, you guys, when it's combat, murder everybody. Murder everything. When it comes to perception and investigation, you guys don't have it today. Okay. All right, so you don't notice it. You know what? I'll give you advantage because you're in the water. Go give me another roll.
What do your CIs see?
Right.
Yeah, what do your CIs see? Yeah, that's better.
A little bit better.
That's a little bit better. Someone else is out here swimming in the river at night with you.
What?
Yeah, just off in the distance. And they're quite good at swimming.
I'm gonna swim over. Maybe we can get a little race going.
You gonna swim over?
Have some fun. Have some water fun. Yeah.
I'm gonna go have some water fun. Okay.
It's wet and wild fun.
You swim over, and as you swim over, you can see this woman with this kind of light blue hair shimmering in the moonlight.
Ooh.
And she kind of does like
That's a Lune hair.
breach, and she looks at you, sees you coming towards her, and it gives kind of a sly smile, and dives under the water, and swims kind of away and around you.
I'm gonna dive. I'm gonna smile, and I'm gonna dive under the water, and I'm gonna do like some fancy like flips and spins under the water.
All right.
And yeah.
Give me an acrobatics check to see how good that is.
Is that advantage since I'm in the water?
No.
It's a 9.
19. Okay, so you nail it. You nail it. You do some incredible aqua acrobatics, and she seems very pleased. She kind of claps and stuff. She doesn't appear to be a sea elf, but something about her. She just moves through the water very easily. She kind of claps for you and swims away, swims all over the place. Then you guys kind of have this, aquabatics together with each other.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Tonight?
Yes.
Going on like that, and she's very fair in features. She has lighter skin, almost a pale white. And as you get a closer look at her, you see she has almost some fins kind of sticking out of her arms and towards the lower sections of her legs.
Wait, you cut out there. She has what on her arms?
Like some fins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just kind of sticking out of her portions of her arms and on her legs. She appears to be dressed in just kind of bits of cloth covering up the things that need to be covered up, and she is wearing a necklace made of various shells.
Mermaid.
I'm gonna kind of like swim up to where I'm kind of like in a sitting position. Like if I assume that if there's a bottom somewhere, I'm gonna kind of like, and I'm just gonna like pat the ground next to, or the pat next to me. Like, hey, come here.
Hey, come over here. Come on.
Hey, come here, girl.
Come here.
All right, so
what's your number?
she comes out of the water, sees you do that, and she goes, and then she shakes her head a bit, and she winks at you and dives back under the water.
Oh, I'm gonna dive back in too.
You dive back in. You cannot find her anymore.
What? You can't present me with some booty and
some
just take
beautiful
the
mermaid
away.
woman, and then just take her away. I'm doing it.
Oh,
This is something that will come up later. So how do you spend the rest of your evening, Gilletta?
Damn. I don't know, man. Gilbetta is like, the fuck? Where'd that shit go? Like, it's been so long, man.
Spend the rest
Nothing
of the night
happened
looking
in
for her.
Kashano.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nesta, it was all
Nothing happened
business.
with
that's weird.
Nesta, like.
That's weird because her name is Kashano too. So it's like I immediately thought of Kashano. I was like, what?
I mean, I just pretended like stuff happened with Boy Kashano.
Yeah.
I just told him that.
It's
so that
sharp
he fucking
and
thinks
wild.
some shit
So
went down.
we generally refer to each other by our modifiers just to make things easier, just so you know.
Oh, quick and swift.
No,
Quick and
I
sharp?
don't care about that.
Quick and sharp and wild.
Gilbetta doesn't care about that.
Just no, not even.
Gilbetta cares. One is a pretty lady, and the other one is an annoying man boy.
All right. So
That's all.
Gilbetta continues looking for the booty.
Gilbetta cares about.
Just swimming around. Booty.
Yeah.
Chasing the booty.
Just like, where'd she go?
Gilbetta's a booty shark. Okay. She can smell booty in the water a mile away. No. Okay. So
She loves the lady.
everyone else at the cart, give me one last investigation check of the cart before you go to sleep.
So
All right.
16. 16 is not too bad.
This is it. This is the last one you get. Kashano.
Kashano needs ultimatums.
Yeah, no, Kashano, you search through the cart and you find a compartment in the bench filled with a sack with 25 gold coins in it.
All right.
And you also find a royal seal inside.
All right. Do I recognize the seal?
Make a history check to see if you recognize the seal.
17.
Shit.
It is a seal used by a merchant guild, a prominent merchant guild that operates out of the Waterdeep docks. They do a lot of shipping and receiving, purchasing of large amounts of goods. But you get the impression that this cart may have belonged to an emissary from there.
Ooh, not, shit. Hoping that's not particular people. Everyone just, heads up. We now have more enemies in Waterdeep until we can get this cart painted properly.
Well, you didn't steal it. Look, if the original owners of the cart come across you, it's all in how you handle it.
Yeah.
Hey, we found this for you versus this is ours now, fuck off.
Right, but we left our cart
we
behind.
were bringing it back to.
Yeah.
We were on our way to give it back to you, and thank goodness you found us.
Right.
So,
All right.
But then we'll be up shit creek without a cart. So
Yeah.
who did this cart belong to?
Well, a merchant guild based in Waterdeep. They kind of run the docks. Possibly old acquaintances of mine.
They got
Unsure.
papers?
I found this seal. I'm gonna show it. I'm show him the seal. Sure. Keep it hidden.
Excellent.
I'm gonna forge so many documents.
Yeah, Zavel's gonna actually make the wax seal. Excuse me, a wax seal forgery of the seal, So, if shit gets real and we need to pretend like, we're receiving stuff in the cart like it's our cart and we're supposed to be there, we can make papers.
That's
because he
awesome.
forged things very well, and he also has the feat for false identity, so that he can do that.
Awesome. So you make some equipment to forge documents if you need to with this stuff.
Joe.
All right.
Yeah, and documentation, like identification cards and whatever.
Yeah, like you put like a docket together.
Yeah.
And if you need to prove your ownership of this cart, you're good.
Nice.
Okay, that's beautiful. And we'll leave it there for tonight.
Nice. I like that.
And tomorrow you guys can dress up your cart and head into the Wailing Crypt.
Excellent.
All right.
Yeah.
Final
You
thoughts
guys really
for the
don't want to make
stream?
it to the crypt today.
Well, I figured we'd use it up on travel and everything. And we're at time, if we get halfway in, it's just like snort of stuff. All right.
Sweet. Yeah. All right. DM, any final thoughts for the stream before we sign off?
I don't know. I couldn't be happier. I'm actually really pleased with how everything's progressing.
We just manhandle random people on the road.
Yeah, no, look, and they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back over and over again, and you're gonna be so tired of them.
I love it. How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man?
Exactly.
Look, they're gonna get stronger, and one or two times you fight them, they'll be formidable. But more or less, they're gonna be the Team Rocket of the campaign.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Just like, please.
It's like the running gag that every time the leader comes out to talk, I just punch him.
Yeah, no. Look,
Yep.
I love that it's just like he's doing the thing. He's like, ha ha ha, right into her. Just ruined everything. Like the flow, it's all gone.
Oh my god.
I love it.
All right.
I love
That
it.
one would have been dead. If my inflict wounds had landed, that dude would be fucking dead.
Oh no! Look, all three of them died. you
Yeah,
guys
but I mean, like, he would have been dead, like, from that one hit.
super
He
dead.
would have just like disintegrated.
Yeah, no, he would have been cadaver.
Yep.
He would have just like dusted in front of.
Kashana.
So they are
Kashana
dead.
would've-
So when they the dead.
They are dead. So for all intents and purposes, your characters believe that you killed these three people. So that when they appear again, you may have questions.
Okay.
There's a whole story.
Jovetta won't, because
There's
Jovetta,
so much story to this.
Jovetta knows about how that fucking shit works. Fucking Christ.
It's
All right.
delightful. I'm so happy. I couldn't be more pleased. We're building a keep. We're going on an adventure. This is everything I've wanted.
Have you killed the stream yet, Kashana?
No, we're doing post game.
I'm doing post game still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any final thoughts, or should we sign off?
Anybody? Kind of a light stream today. We'll be venturing into the crypt next week. It'll be good.
Yep. And stick with us. We're slowly improving all the technical stuff.
Yeah,
So,
it's coming through. It's coming through.
getting the glitches, but it's getting filled out.
We're
a little
pretty
better.
good today as far as glitches, other than like dropping out of the play.
Pretty good. You had some issues, but yeah, for those. Oh, the audience didn't get that. So just so you know, this morning I woke up to my cat, who occasionally plays the part of Yibi. Yibi decided to knock over a full glass of water on the nightstand that was right next to the computer that runs this stream. So it was a very panicked day of trying to dry out the computer. I think it's working, but that's why we had power issues. So yeah, slowly improving. Stick with us. And Manic, I don't think you're watching anymore, but thank you so much. You're officially our first cheerer. You're officially our biggest fan.
Thanks so much for joining us, Manic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll hit us up with a whisper, and we'll see what's up for guest spots in the future.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could talk to you about that. All right, thanks everybody for joining us. Have a great night.
See you next time.